It is finally time to take a trip to North Carolina, where we have 15 years to see what each and every one of these teams can do. I know one of the more requested videos that we have had here, so it's finally time to get into it. We got 14 teams and a lot of stuff to get into, so for year one, we see that NC State is already on top, 12th ranked in the nation, 12-0, and Appalachian State not that far behind with the 7-1 conference record, just edging out East Carolina. But it is a mismatch in the conference championship. One team looking to get into the college football playoffs to win, the other outside the top 25, but Appalachian State trying to pull off the upset with 7 minutes to play as NC State, a lot of time in the pocket, and he's gonna throw it down the field, wide open man inside the 20-yard line, tackled down at the 16, in position to tie the game, but they got a triple option, and that's going to be stopped shy. They went triple option on 3rd and 10. Highly suspect call, but the field goal is going to be good. So we are on a tie game, but Appalachian State could spoil year one and make sure no team gets into the playoffs, because at number 12 in the nation, one loss, even though you're undefeated, it's going to push you down to where you can't get in. Handoff outside. There he goes. He's got the edge. He's got the first down to the 39-yard line with 4.5 to play. Play action. Rolling out, he's going to throw it outside. That's going to be caught, and out of bounds he goes for a nice gain. 2nd down and 4, handed off, and that's a bad look from the running back. He tried too hard to take it wide. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Well, he's going to get an opportunity to go outside here as the screen's going to set them up 4th and 2 field goal. It got him just enough to get in range and knock through the kick. 20-17, NC State on the ropes, tip ball, almost picked off. Now 3rd down and 5, as they're going to go convert for the 1st down. As NC State, this might be your prime chance to get this game at least to overtime, but a sack is going to come in and back them up to 2nd and 16. Trying to get those yards back, and he does, and more 3rd down and 5. Manageable situation to convert here. Outside, that's going to be broken up, and now 4th and 5. Game potentially on the line. He's going to convert, keep the drive alive inside enemy territory. Needs a couple more yards for field goal range, probably. Don't want to try it from 60, and that's going to get them in there, as it's going to be looking like a mid to low 50s kick if they can get it, but that's a sack, and now 3rd and 9, minute to play. He's got the 1st down, and they convert again in a key situation. Minute to play as he's looking, and zone, he's trying it, and it's intercepted. He tried to go for the win, and he failed. Appalachian State pulls off the upset in our first game and knocks everyone out of the playoffs. No playoffs for North Carolina in year one, and that is a great way to start it if you are a fan of Appalachian State or a fan of a little bit of chaos. But if you are a fan of NC State or, you know, some of these teams getting into the playoffs, I guess year one wasn't for you. But when it comes to these videos, now that I have the facilities to make them bigger and better, you can see it's the extended cut here. We're going to be showing you every player who gets drafted. We're going to be showing you a little bit more of the in-game action. You guys can let me know how you feel about the format of the video being more like this, because, you know, some of you guys have had some positive reception on the videos being, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours long. But I want to make sure that I am showing you guys as much as you want to see. I don't want to show you too much and drag the video on forever, but I want to make sure that I find a nice balance. So when it comes to videos like this, let me know how you feel about the hour and a half, 2 hour format. This one being probably about 2 hours when I get done with it, as year two sees NC State left out of the conference championship, and it's going to be Charlotte and it's going to be UNC. Teams now looking to get into the playoffs for the first time, as it's looking like it's going to happen, as North Carolina steamrolls Charlotte. How about 35-0? And yeah, I think that's going to punch your ticket to the playoffs. How about a 1st round bye, number 4 seed, and you're getting to take on Alabama. It is a close one as we hop in, and that's going to be a sack to start things off, but North Carolina is up by 3. Alabama is got the 1st down, a 3rd down and 12 conversion to get it into enemy territory in a potential field goal range, as they're going to check it down outside. That's going to be caught, and he's going to fight ahead for the 1st down. So driving it is Alabama, looking to take the lead as he takes a shot and delivers a great completed pass with the pressure in his face. 8-yard line, 2nd and 6. He's going down. He's not getting away this time. 3rd and 18. They're just going to hand it off, play it safe. go for the field goal, go for the tie, and the kick is going to be good. So we are at 24-24, and North Carolina with a little pop pass, but nowhere to run there. Just no one picked up the free rusher. As 3rd down and 8. He's going to have a ball knocked away. That looked like the receiver had a real chance at that one, but instead Alabama's going to take over with 4 minutes to play. When you give Alabama good field position, little time to go, and you give them an opportunity to make a play like that. That's busted coverage. Touchdown Alabama, 31-24, and not a defender was even in sight. And now North Carolina, if they want to not go one and done, need to go on a game-tying drive here. It looks like they want it all, but it's going to be intercepted. If he got that ball a little bit higher, floated it a little bit more up top over that defender, maybe he would have been gone off and running, but instead it's going to be a pick. And now on 2nd down and 8, handoff. He's going to go outside. He's going to again backtrack, jump over a down defender, and that was crazy of a 3-yard run, as you will see. 3rd down, they're going to get the stop, so North Carolina has one more opportunity with a minute and a half to go, and you almost threw a pick six. You almost threw the game away right there. 3rd down and 10. A lot of time. Throwing it deep. It's going to be completely through to double coverage. 4th down and 10, and this is game. He's taking the shot deep. One more time. It's incomplete, and they just really wanted to take the shot deep. They wanted to get it all in one play, and you just can't operate like that. It's not always going to go your way, where you're just going to get it all in one shot. You maybe got to drive down the field a little bit, but instead, it's going to be one and done for North Carolina. So, first 2 years go by pretty quickly, but that's kind of how it goes in these videos when we import a bunch of FCS teams who got to work their way up, build themselves up, get a couple of nice recruiting classes, and eventually, maybe in a couple of years, they become good. But now on to year 3, where we see what some of these recruiting classes are going to look like, as teams are sending players to the NFL, and maybe some of the FBS teams are slipping down, and some of the FCS teams can go up. How about West Carolina with the 49th ranked class? Davidson, 52. And some of these schools who are FCS schools coming up to the FBS, beating out the established program. And I was about to say maybe it's only a matter of time before some of these schools start to get into the mix, but that time is now. Davidson, 8-4. Now, nothing special at an 8-4 record, but they are in the conference championship, and they're going to see if they can keep pace with North Carolina, as in year 3, they are holding things close. And at number 9 in the country, if North Carolina suffers a loss here, they could be knocked out. So we could have 2 of the first 3 years have major upsets in the conference championship and knock teams out of the playoffs entirely. And if that happens, well, maybe number 11 NC State slides in instead, as they're on the outside potentially looking in, as Davidson is going to hand it off. They got themselves a 7-yard gain. Now 3rd down and 3. Read option. He's got a lane, and he finds it right in between the blocks for the 1st down, 1st and 10, as he's going to go. And so, taking the shot, he's got a touchdown. What a throw. And now that's leading the game for Davidson. You like to see some of these smaller schools taking it to the big guys. We've already seen NC State go down in year 1. Can North Carolina go down in year 3? I mean, obviously we want to see these teams make the playoffs, but we're not going to complain about upsets, as North Carolina is going to go other way, going to be caught, and he's in for the touchdown. He rolled right a little, threw back left, got it for the score. 2-point conversion, he flips his way in. Oh my goodness, putting his body on the line for that one. But Davidson not done yet. They got a minute to play, but they are trying to make something happen. That ball gets thrown off a lineman's helmet. 4th down and 6, game on the line. That's going to be caught, and he's got the 1st down, just barely under a minute to go now. He's getting sacked. A lot of guys got in there. 2nd and 16. Clock is running, throwing outside, diving grab, timeout used. 3rd down and 4. You are going to throw middle. That's going to be caught, and he's got goal to go. It's now down to the 8. Goal to go now, as he's going to get sacked again. And the pressure is getting in for North Carolina. 2nd and goal. He's going to get hit as he's throwing. And that ball could have been brought in, but it wasn't. 3rd down. That one also had a chance. 4th and goal. One more try, and they got it underneath, but he's going to come nowhere close. You had 2 plays on 2nd and 3rd down where you had an opportunity, it just didn't go your way. North Carolina snags the 1 seed, and they get to take on Miami. So North Carolina and Miami is going to be the matchup here in the 2nd round, as 2 11-2 teams duking it out, and North Carolina in a tie game, 17-17 with the screen outside. That's going to be caught, and a 9-yard gain as they go 2nd and 1. He's going to get hit as he's throwing, get the check down for the 1st down, and at the 24 now. Hand off. That's going to be blown up in the backfield, but he still gets a yard. He falls forward. Now third down, that ball's knocked away, and that's going to set up a field goal try, though. It's going to give them the lead as the kick is good, and Miami takes over with under 6 to play. Play action. As he's going to step up and throw it. First down, and that's going to be caught at the 36-yard line. Third down and 9, as he's going to go outside for the first, and that's just in between the zone coverages as at 4.5 to go. They are in enemy territory, knocking it down for a third down and 6. As 4 minutes to play, he steps up, gets hit, and that ball just sails out of bounds, and they are not in their position to maybe go for too long for a field goal, kind of in that no man's land, so they punt it. North Carolina trying to put the game away now as they string together one third down conversion, but they're getting sacked here, and now I don't know if you got another one in you. Third down and 19, but I guess you proved me wrong. It was open. Touchdown. North Carolina might be moving on in the playoffs as now 2-score lead with a minute and a half to play in Miami. Got a big play there, but North Carolina, as long as you don't let them score too fast, or at the very least you recover an onside kick, you should be good, but I think you're failing on one end of that. You can't let them score too fast as they're throwing. That's going to be a touchdown, Miami, and you let them score fast, you scoop up the onside kick, and you should be good, and you're going to do that. Go get down, and he's going to try to make a spin move. I don't know what he's doing. Coach has got to talk to him, because you can't be trying to put the ball in danger like that, but you get the victory, and you're moving on to the semifinal. North Carolina with the #1 seed in the nation. Can they go all the way to the national championship? What a deflection there as we enter a game against Oklahoma, and that diving deflection gave them the football back, down by 3, and that's going to be a play that absolutely should have been a touchdown, but the receiver, was he just not paying attention? And that could be the game-changing play as Oklahoma with the football back midfield. Third down and 10, needing to get off the field here as he's going to convert. First down, and now you're in a situation where you got to hold him to a field goal. 3 minutes to play. Second down and 6 turns to third down and 2. Oklahoma to throw. Quick slant. That's going to be caught. He hung on first down. Under 2 minutes to play. Hand off. That's a touchdown. And with the 2-score lead, North Carolina is going to need a miracle in this one. As they started off, they were in the same situation basically as Miami was in. So just don't let him score fast as he's taking the shot. And, well, I said don't let him score fast, and it might happen again. 20-yard line. He's going to go middle. They're using their timeouts, which is not ideal. You'd prefer not to use the timeouts, and now they're banking on that onside kick, but they had to get in the end zone here as they are going to get it out of bounds. 2-yard line, second and goal. He's going to throw, and that's going to be caught in traffic, so onside kick is what it comes down to, and it's scooped up Oklahoma, and they are going to seal this one. So Oklahoma is going to be moving on to the national championship, but North Carolina, they came one step away already, and I mean, I think if you were picking favorites in this video, it'd be either North Carolina or NC State, so to see NC State go undefeated in the regular season in year 1, maybe they got upset, but still undefeated in year 1 in the regular season, and then North Carolina to take trips to the playoffs, get one step shy of a national title. I don't think you're too shocked with the results so far, but I mean, it doesn't feel like any of these teams so far have been dominant. North Carolina's been the best so far, but I wouldn't say dominant. I don't think any team is dominating. Even Davidson, they climbed into the top 25. East Carolina also 25th. Wake Forest 18th. So we had a couple of ranked teams. And as we move on to year 4, we will see that NC State goes back up to the top of the conference. But Wake Forest, I mentioned them. They got ranked last year. And how about them continuing to have some upward momentum? So NC State versus Wake Forest. North Carolina also kind of on that fringe of the playoffs. Could still make it. NC State and Wake Forest too. I mean, they are both also kind of on that fringe of the playoffs. Once you get to like 9 to 14, you are kind of in the running for the playoffs. And if you lose this game, either one of them, if they lose, especially Wake Forest, they are out. If you win this, though, you're probably in. Especially if you're NC State, you're guaranteed in. Wake Forest, maybe you need some help. Maybe you can get one of those buys, but they're looking like they're in a rough spot right now with 3.5 to go. Down by 7, but the running back, he's got the first down past midfield. And now with 3 to go, 48-yard line, deep drop for the quarterback. He's going to just check it down. That's going to be just a 2-yard gain. Clock keeps running, but you still got plenty of time here. You just got to make sure you get the job done on this drive, and that's a good one right there. First down, 34-yard line, 2-minute warning approaching. He's going to step into a sack, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss, and the warning has hit as he's going to throw. Middle again, that's caught, but not much again. NC State's defense defense really tightening up, and another sack, 4th and 14, as NC State's defense looking to seal the deal. It's gonna be tipped and caught! What a conversion! That looked like it should have been game over, but NC State is almost gonna end it again. Drop pick. 3rd down and 10. That's caught. 4th and inches. Game on the line. 25 seconds to play. He's going to go into the end zone. It's knocked away. And that is a crazy finish. 4th and 14. A crazy tip. And that almost costed NC State the game. Because if they went for 2 there and got it, or if they went to overtime and the momentum would have been on their side, that is insane. But now, another matchup between Miami and North Carolina. And North Carolina trying to do it again as they get the touchdown, taking the lead. They took them down one time, but can they do it again as they get the sack? 3rd and 14, 6 minutes to play as Miami needing the touchdown. They're going to take off and run it. I don't know if he's going to get the 1st down yardage. No, he is not, and going to punt the football away. Good field position for North Carolina with 5 minutes to go. 1st down. Got it to the tight end. 41-yard line. Now you're in position to just keep the clock running and maybe try to get into field goal range, but you're on the outside looking in. Screenplay. He's not going to get by the one man, and now a 60-yard field goal is not going to be tried. You're going to kick the football to Miami. Kick bounces right at the one. What a pun. And that is going to be a 99-yard field ahead of Miami as they're going to start with a couple of yards there to get them out the shadow of their own end zone, but they're not helping themselves. 3rd down and 8. Hand up again. He tries to bounce it outside and he gets his safety. And the coaches are not going to love that. He tried to bounce a run outside in his own end zone. Miami's going to get the football back, but it's a 6-point deficit and even less time on the clock, but Miami is going to get into the 48-yard line. 1:18 to play. He's going to throw. Check down. You got to get out of bounds, and he does not. Clock still running. 3rd down and 3. Middle caught. 1st down. And now 55 seconds down to 51. 2nd down and 10. He's going to throw. He's going to get sacked. And now you really got to hurry up. 3rd and 18. 35 seconds to go. He's going to go down again. The blocking's just not helping him. 4th and 22. Last chance. Stepping up. Throwing it deep. It's knocked away. North Carolina does it again against Miami. How about another playoff victory as now they're taking on Nebraska, number 2 in the nation. 12-1. Nebraska is up by 4 with the football in their possession. Throwing it, floating it, middle. That's going to be caught, and Dylan Raiola delivering as they go play action. And he's going to throw back the other way. That's going to be caught for the 1st down, and that is a great play by Raiola as they go 24-yard line outside. Caught again. Out of bounds he goes, but you need to hold him to a field goal here. Can't afford to go down by 2 scores as they're going to stop him in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd down from the 10-yard line now. Goal to go. End zone! Tipped it incomplete. And that's going to be the field goal stop that North Carolina needed if they're going to have a chance in this one. They get the football with 2.5 to play. Middle, caught, and he's got the 1st down. Back to the line you go at the 29-yard line. Under 2 to play. He's going to throw it. Deep ball over the head of the receiver. You had an opportunity. 3rd and 6. 1st down there. But that ball thrown in between the 2 safeties. You had the chance. Now he's going to take another shot, and that's going to be caught. Turning upfield. Can they catch him? He's gone. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they are tying this one up as Nebraska needing to go on their game-winning drive. And what a completion. Raiola's playing incredible right now. Taking another shot deep. Caught. Touchdown. And Nebraska answers with the quickness. And now North Carolina, you got another one in you with a minute to play. 35-yard line. Outside. Caught. Tight end. 1st down. We need 54 more yards in 54 seconds. Taking the shot middle, and it's incomplete. They knocked it away. And now 2nd down and 10. Outside he goes. Caught up the sidelines, and he's out of bounds. Goal to go. North Carolina, can they pull this one off? It's intercepted. And Nebraska is going to survive a little heart attack there. And they are going to knock them out, leaving us down to NC State for this season. And things are looking good for the Wolfpack as they are up by 10, but still plenty of time to play in. Kansas State with the football, so they could drive, and they're already in position to make this a 1-score game. The blitz sent in. They got the little screen outside. Caught on the run. There he goes. Goal to go at the 7-yard line. Now a little handoff in the middle, and it is fought all the way for a touchdown. I don't know if he got that one. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he scored there. I mean, maybe they would have scored regardless, but that's a questionable spot there. And they're going to be on 3rd down and 11 now in a 3-and-out. Kansas State I mean, questionable call if they got in or not, but they have the football now suddenly down by 3. 6 minutes to play. Play action. He's sacked, and that's going to be 4th down. NC State gets to slow down their momentum a little bit and maybe have a chance to get some of their own, as that's a nice play to start the drive. Under 5 minutes to play, they go to the little screen outside. There he goes to the edge, trying to make a man miss, but he can't do it, so that's a nice open field tackle to get the 3rd down and 3. Opportunity to get off the field, but they can't do it. And there goes NC State with another conversion. 1st and 10. He's going to run it, but there's a flag down. And that is going to be a hold. And that is a big one. A field flipper, potentially, because you're on the brink of field goal range. Now you're backed up and back in your own territory. Incomplete. 3rd down and 20. And Kansas State, can they get off the field? No, they cannot. Wide open for the 1st down. And now you can run the clock down way more. Timeouts having to be used. Goal to go. Handoff. It is going to be stopped, but you are just bleeding out time. Bleeding timeouts. 4th down. A minute to play. You kick a field goal. It is good. And now Kansas State has a minute to go. No timeouts. And they need a touchdown. They start off with a nice play right up the middle. And now the 37-yard line. 50 seconds to play. He goes down. Sacked. And that's going to be 3rd and 15, 40 seconds to play. Taking your shot deep, and it is knocked away. 4th down, last chance for Kansas State. Can NC State move on? Yes, they can. And that's going to be game. So NC State gets on the board with a playoff victory of their own, and they're going to be taking on the team that knocked out their rival UNC. It's going to be Nebraska, 13-1, number 2 versus number 3, and this is going to be a close one, 28-24. 6 minutes to play. As NC State with the football, they're going to go with the handoff right up the middle for the 1st down. As now 2nd down and 12. Screen outside, intercepted, he jumped it, and he is not going to be caught. Touchdown for Nebraska, and everything was looking like maybe NC State could climb back and get this lead, but now, just like that, it's a 2-score lead. Now you're getting sacked. NC State looking lifeless, but they're going to take one more shot deep, and he's got it, breaking a tackle inside the 35-yard line now for 3rd down and 5. Middle, swatted away, 4th down and 5, and you're going to take the field goal here. You got to score a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal, so they're going to take the kick now, play it safe, and now try to get a stop on defense. But on 3rd down and 2, they are going to get the stop. That's a great tackle there. 3rd down and 7 the other way, as now NC State is driving with a minute 20 to go. Enemy territory, throwing it outside. That's caught, and he hung on. Timeout used. And this could be the drive. They need the 2-point conversion if they get into the end zone, but they have to get there first. 3rd down and 12 after the sack. 40 seconds. He's rolling. He's going to hit as he's throwing, but he's got to complete a pass. Game continues a little bit longer. 14 yards to go. And he's got a clean pocket, and he's going to go middle. Caught it. It is touchdown. And the 2-pointer handoff right up the middle, but his own lineman. Oh, my goodness. His own lineman just fell into the running back and stopped him. I don't know who on the defense just did that, but someone just sent their own, guard into the running back and stopped him. I don't know if he would have gotten in regardless, but his chances were just diminished the second an offensive lineman just got thrown into his legs. So that's going to be how your season ends. That's unfortunate, as now NC State has gotten the playoff victory. North Carolina's gotten the playoff victory. We've seen Wake Forest get into the mix. We've seen Davidson in the conference championship. I mean, hey, remember, year 1, Appalachian State won a conference championship, and they've been kind of missing since then. But when it looks like the recruiting, I mean, NC State, look at Duke, a 5-star for Duke and a full 35-person recruiting class. I don't know what Duke's out here doing, but you would hope that's going to turn into some success for them. As we move on to the next season, year 5, Wake Forest 11-1, East Carolina 10-2. Look at that! Look at all the winning teams. How is Davidson 11-1 but 25th in the nation on a 5-game win streak? Who did they lose to that made their reputation so bad? 11-1 on a 5-game win streak should not put you 25th in the nation, especially in a conference where you're on a conference with 5 teams with double-digit wins. So we got some new blood here going into the playoffs potentially, as Wake Forest with the interception. They're taking on East Carolina. ECU needing the win to get into the playoffs, and it's not looking like it's going to happen. Wake Forest could be punching their ticket to the playoffs, and East Carolina is going to need a lot to go their way if they're going to get in, as they're going to start it off with a completed pass, but 6 minutes to play, down by 12, middle, that's going to be caught, but a fumble, and that's going to be Wake Forest football, and everything's coming up Wake Forest right now, as ECU finally got themselves into a conference title, but nothing's going their way in this fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go, third down at 17. Wake Forest stepping up. He's going to go down, so at least you stop him, but East Carolina's now lost a couple more bits of time off the clock, and now you need to score a touchdown. You can't even do the whole, score a field goal now, go for a touchdown, 2-point conversion. That's usually for an 11-point deficit. It's a 12-point deficit, so you need the 2 touchdowns. 3 minutes, underneath, caught, and Wake Forest will give them all the underneath stuff that they want. They can just keep that tackled inbounds one after another, but eventually you got to take a shot like that. It's a complete 4th down and 1, and he's going down, sacked, and Wake Forest is just inches away from ending this one. Another first down on the ground. 2 minutes to play. How about another handoff? How about another nice run? How about another first down? Goal to go. 2-minute warning. Handoff. Touchdown. And Wake Forest is going to close the door on a 3-score conference championship victory. And with all these double-digit win teams, we somehow see not a lot of playoff action. That's crazy. Imagine one conference putting out 5 double-digit win teams and only one of them, the conference champion, makes the playoffs. And welcome to a familiar opponent. It seems like we are a little bit in the ACC still, because Miami doesn't want to go away from these schools, as now they are going to be up on Wake Forest. North Carolina has previously dispatched to Miami multiple times, but Wake Forest is struggling as they are down by 6 with 5 to go, and Miami with the football speeding down the sidelines. He's going to be inside the 15-yard line. Opportunity for the 2-score lead, but Miami is looking not just for a 9-point lead. They want the 13-point lead. He's going to be at first and goal. 30 yards to play, and it's going to be a score for Miami. 30-17, but they're going for 2. They want 31-17, and it's not going to happen. So a 12-point gain. And now, familiar territory, as East Carolina was down by 12 to Wake Forest. Now Wake Forest, it's their turn to be down by 12 in a crucial game, but they are going to try to do what East Carolina couldn't and get this back to a 1-score game, as they're going to go over the middle. That's going to be caught, and they are moving the ball very well, but there's just 2 minutes to play. Got to hold on to those timeouts, got to get into the end zone. 2-minute warning has hit. 14-yard line, dropping back, deep drop. He's going to go middle, caught inside the 5, down to the 1, and now just 1 yard to play as he's gonna get the ball away. Okay, you couldn't take a sack there. 3rd down and 1. He's gonna throw. He's gonna roll on the run, and it's out of bounds. 4th down and 1 from the goal line. Handoff. It's a touchdown, and you almost didn't get it, but finally you do. Onside kick up in the air, and it is bouncing around it. Wake Forest has the onside kick, and they got the onside kick in all their timeouts. That's going to be caught there. And Wake Forest, can they pull this one off? Minute 20 to go. That's going to be caught. First down, 37-yard line. Minute 16 to play. He's going to go outside. That's going to be caught again. He hung on. Timeout used. 1:11 to go, 29 yards left, and he's got to get rid of the football. That's a 14-yard sack. 3rd and 15. And now things are looking bad. Gotta get rid of it. He stays on his feet. Okay, he got rid of the football. What in the world? 4th and 15. And then he's gonna get sacked again. Miami's pass rush is too much to handle there. I don't want to say I don't care, but the ability to throw that football away on 3rd and 15, one of the greatest throwaways in football history. That's gotta be, as all these teams. I mean, look at North Carolina was 11, East Carolina was 13. All these teams are right on the fringe, did not get in. But we're looking at some of the overalls of these teams. I mean, Davidson, mid-80s. Duke, low to mid-80s. East Carolina, mid-80s. Once you get into like 85-plus territory, you are a team that can feasibly compete. And we got a bunch of these teams. I mean, NC State as well, 87 overall. Then we got UNC, they're in the mid-80s, a really strong defense. So a lot of teams, even Wake Forest is getting up there. We have a lot of teams all kind of in the same area, 83 to 87 overall. Duke with another good recruiting class. What's going on at Duke? What are they doing down there? I mean, it's not translating to victories that much. Maybe it could start to, but they're picking up good recruiting classes, so maybe they could win that end of things, Duke still not doing too hot, 4-8, but Wake Forest, how about number 4 in the country? Appalachian State as well. Look at them after their year 1 conference championship. It took them another 5 years, but they're in playoff contention, and North Carolina on the outside looking in. Can they get in? They're going to need a victory to get in over Wake Forest. Wake Forest looking like they're going to be in regardless if they win or lose, but they want to knock out their rival UNC as Wake Forest is going to go play action. They're going to throw on the run, caught, turning upfield, and it's inside the 10-yard line. They're in position to take this lead, but they want 7, they want 8 actually, as they're gonna get at least 6. Now 2-point conversion for the full touchdown lead. They're not gonna get it, so 15-10 is your score. 5 minutes to play. UNC, he's gonna get hit as he's throwing, but what a throw! And that's gonna be a first down, 45-yard line. 5 minutes to play. They sweep it. He's gonna cut it back inside, and nice looking from the running back. He's seen that the edge was contained, cut it back in, got the first. Now there's nowhere to go on that run. 3rd down and 10. As with 4 minutes to play, UNC's going to run it, and he's got the first down, and he's going to take contact. Get to the 25 now with 3rd and 4. He's going to go for the first down. He's got it. So UNC moving it really well right now. Another handoff. They couldn't get the block, so now 3rd down and 7. As they have taken their time on this drive. It's been a lot of plays. Now going middle here for the end zone. That's knocked away. 4th down and 7. Will all these plays be for nothing? It basically will be if they can't get another chance at it. As Wake Forest with the run. 1st down. And now they are closing in on ending this one. Another handoff. It is right at the marker. 3rd down and 1. They're throwing it. And they got the first down. And Wake Forest has won a conference championship and will knock out UNC's hopes of a playoff appearance. But Appalachian State will get in just barely at the 11 seed. Unfortunately for them, they're taking on Alabama. And even though in this 4th quarter, they got a 2-point lead, it didn't last long. It's an Alabama touchdown. Now down by 5 as he's going to go down for a sack, and they're going to immediately go 3 and out. Alabama with the football back, and you can kind of see that there's a bit of a talent discrepancy here. Alabama, that's another one. We just hopped in and Alabama was losing. Now it's a 12-point game as Appalachian State out of bounds. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a throwaway, but it was picked off. And Alabama, they might be pouring it on. This has been the most disastrous 2 minutes I have seen. It's been all Alabama. 3rd down and 10 as they're going to run it. That's not going to get them a first down. They're going to kick it. And now, I mean, what was a 2-point lead has turned into a 15-point deficit in 3 minutes as Appalachian State goes down. What is going on, guys? 4.5 to play. That's going to be cut. At least you got a first down, but I don't know. Things aren't looking too good for you guys. They're getting swarmed again. It's a sack. 3rd and 16. 3 minutes to play. It's another one. What is going on, App State? What am I watching? 4th down, they're not going to get it. And Alabama is going to shut the door on this one. And, I mean, unfortunate matchup, but my goodness. How about a 27-0 4th quarter lead for Alabama? And now, Alabama, that same team gets to take on Wake Forest, and Alabama this time, they have the lead when we hop in. But Wake Forest has the football, and they can hope to not do what Appalachian State did, and that is completely collapse as Wake Forest trying to get that playoff victory and move on to the semifinals. Handoff right up the middle. That's going to be an open lane. 1st down, down to the 5-yard line, goal to go as they go with the handoff. It is going to be stopped, and he just had nowhere to go. 3rd down, 7 yards to play, and it is knocked away. So we're going to go for the field goal and make it a 1-point game, and Alabama's going to take over. 1-point lead in 4 minutes in their favor as that's going to be a first down completed pass, and now 36-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Very clean pocket, throwing it deep. That's caught! He just lost him! Touchdown! What a play, Alabama! That is a highlight reel one as they are going to take an 8-point lead. That is insane. That is a crazy play. The fact that he just caught it right on his head, knocked him over, and scored. Now Wake Forest, can you overcome that embarrassing play from your cornerback as you need a touchdown, 2-point conversion with under 2 minutes to play, timeouts are being used. They're kind of banking it all on this drive. Got the first down, 40-yard line. And now, hurrying it back to the line with 1:20 to play. Going middle, caught, and you are down to 21 yards to play with a minute to go. You can run the football, and caught Alabama off guard a little bit. Timeout used. 60 seconds to go. 12-yard line. First down. And he's got goal to go. 5-yard line. Second down. He's going to run. Got to get rid of it. He does. And it's incomplete, but at least he didn't take the sack. Third down. 5 yards. And he's got the touchdown. 2-point conversion, though. That's what it really comes down to. He's going to be looking. He's going to run it. He's going to try to outrun the defenders. He can't do it. And Alabama gets the stop. Onside kick. Scooped up. And Wake Forest is going to lose. And that is unfortunate. A 2-point conversion away from overtime is going to be your undoing. So that's going to wrap up this season. But it so far has been a very wide open battle. I mean, we've seen so many teams get involved so far, and I think it's kind of looking like more teams are going to. Charlotte is now in the mid-80s. Duke's been getting good recruiting classes. Wake Forest on the ascent. And there's a lot of teams just in the mix right now. I mean, North Carolina A&T, if they can get over the hump at 82 overall, UNC 86 overall. I mean, NC State hasn't really been as good as they were in the first couple of seasons. But when we look at the recruiting, how about Duke? What are these recruiting classes from Duke? Also Davidson, how about 18th ranked recruiting class? I mean, there's a lot of teams in the mix here. And I mean, Duke, those recruiting classes have to materialize, and at least it does here. How about Charlotte versus Duke? 10 versus 16, 7-1 in the conference. And basically, one of these teams is playing for a playoff spot. I don't think they're both getting in, but Duke, finally those recruiting classes are doing something for them, and they are now in the conference championship against another team who has yet to really break through in Charlotte. This could be one of those turning point type of games, as one of these teams is most likely going to the playoffs, the other one is going to be left out. Who's going to get that big bump in prestige? Who's going to get that big bump for the recruits and everything? Duke's already doing a good job, so if they get over the hump, get a conference championship, and get some playoff success, maybe they can break through and become a powerhouse level team with the recruiting classes that they've been getting. Right now, they are up by 3, but Charlotte with the football, 2nd and 17. That's going to get them to 3rd and 2. And now with 6 minutes to play, play action. Charlotte is going to throw over the head of the receiver, incomplete. 4th down, they punt it. Duke with the football back. They're going to go pump fake outside and then go back middle for the first down. That's going to be with a 40-yard line screen pass outside. That's going to be caught turning upfield. He got by the defenders. Make another one juke. How about inside the 30-yard line position to take the 6-point lead? Play action. Can they go up by 2 scores, though, as he's going to throw? Middle, that's gone. He's in for the touchdown. And Duke up by 10. And Charlotte is now on the ropes, number 10 in the nation, needing a victory to get into the playoffs, and they are looking rough right now. They could be getting knocked out as they are going to go to the screen, and that's going to be a nice gain too close to midfield. And with 4 minutes to play now, needing at least a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to run for it. He's got the first. He's going to get more than that. And a nice run from the quarterback to get them to field goal range, but they want the touchdown first, and they're going to get it! Touchdown, Charlotte. Pressure's now on Duke to try to lock this one up. 3 minutes to go. It's plenty of time, and you're getting a sack to back them up. 3rd down and 10. 2.5 to go. Outside, that's short of the marker, and they are going to wrap him up. And Charlotte's going to have an opportunity, and especially when this is not a great punt. Great field position, 46-yard line, and they need just about 15 yards maybe for field goal range, and they're going to go for more than that. He's got it to the 11-yard line, jump ball catch, end zone, incomplete, broken up, 3rd down and 5. And now just throwing, end zone, touchdown, Charlotte has the lead. And just like that, Duke has 40 seconds to go, and they're taking the shot deep. They got a step, he's got it, and he's down at the 20. Now Duke, can they get the touchdown? Outside, that's going to be caught, inside the 10, to the 5, and timeout used, 30 seconds to go. Middle, touchdown, Duke responds. And now Charlotte, they only got 20 seconds to go. And middle, they're going to get a completed pass. They're going to have to burn a timeout, though. 20 seconds to go, needing 60 yards. And they're going to get into midfield, make it now just 50 yards. 7 seconds, and it is incomplete. And a Hail Mary now for the conference championship. Both these teams looking to take that next step. Who's it going to be? Charlotte! It's incomplete. And Duke is going to win the game on a thrilling finish. Duke was not given much time to go, and they were able to do it, and they get themselves a first-round bye, and they're going to be taking on Tulane in the playoffs. Tulane 12 seed all the way to the 2nd round, and Duke with the lead. Can they get themselves a playoff victory here? Those great recruiting classes. finally starting to show themselves. They've gotten a couple of 5 stars in recent years, and now they are in the playoffs, contending for a national championship, 2 steps away from getting there. Tulane, though, trying to tie this one up as they are in enemy territory with another first down. 5 minutes to play, 3rd down and 6 as quarterback got time, and he's almost going to throw an interception. 4th down from the 39, and they punt it away. That is not the decision I would have made, but there goes Duke with the football back at a first down. Dropping the throw, 2nd and 4. That's going to be caught and stopped shy, but they give him the first down. I don't know, maybe he got that one, but they gave him the forward progress. They're going to get the stop regardless, though. Tulane with the football back, 3 minutes to go, needing 3 points to tie this one up, and a first down to start the drive. 3rd down and 4 now. They're going to go outside. That's caught, and they need to track him down, and Duke gets him to the ground, and they got beaten coverage there. 2-minute warning. His hit, and to the red zone they go. 3rd down and 1. Handoff, and he's mad. 4th and inches. They're going to kick it. I really think you could have went for it there. You're going to give Duke time, though, to try to put an end to this. One big play up the sidelines. There he goes. It took 1 play. He's breaking a tackle, make it 2. Fighting, trying, gets it down to the 4. And that might be the undoing of Tulane, because they could have went for it, could have tried to make a play, go for the win. And instead, Duke down to the 1-yard line. A last-second kick is going to be through the uprights, and that could put an end to this one. They got one Hail Mary. He's going to get hit as he's thrown, wobbles out. It's going to be caught, but instantly he gets brought down. Duke made the big plays when they needed to, especially that one at the very end, and Tulane just didn't want to be aggressive. They were content with the tie, and now in a game against Michigan semifinals, and Michigan is going to be backed up, but they are up by 4, and that's going to be a grab. He hung on to that one. 3rd down and 8. As Duke's defense needing something, as you can see with 35 points on the board, it could be pretty clear that Duke's defense hasn't done much this game, but they are going to need a big play at some point with under 6 minutes to play, needing a stop. How about another first down for Michigan? He hangs onto that ball. No play action. He's going to turn, throw it, inside the 10, caught down to the 8, needing to stop him, at least hold him to a field goal, but instead that's a wide open touchdown. And Duke's offense needing a response and needing one fast. He's going to try to get one fast, but that's intercepted. Michigan has been just so difficult to stop for this Duke defense, and their offense just can't keep up any longer as the defense getting beat again. Stiff arm down inside the 5 to the 2, and a throw to try to put this one away. They do just that, and that is going to end it 49-31. Just too many points put up on the board for the Duke defense. But now, as we have seen what some of these teams have been able to kind of reach as their ceiling right now, semifinals seems to be as far as they are going. They've kind of hit a wall, and you know, it's just hard to get over that hump, get over to being that finish line team, getting to that championship, getting to that final spot. It's hard to get there, and we have seen a couple of teams now get to the semifinals, and now we're going to see if Duke can follow up in another recruiting class, if some of these other teams can catch up, and what kind of improvements some of these other teams are going to make going into the next part of this video, because it seems like we've had a bit of a transition with some of these teams. And I think we have just witnessed maybe the most out of nowhere #1 recruiting class. Davidson, what did you do? Who did you get in as coach? Who are you? How much money did you just get? A bunch of 4 stars, a couple of 5 stars, and the 2 teams that have now done it best in the recruiting when it comes to building up the image of this team, Duke and Davidson, now matching up in the conference championship, and it looks like playoffs are going to be pretty prevalent for this conference. Duke and Davidson, regardless of the result, could very well both be in. Duke needs to win a lot more, though, but they're down by 10, and they're going to have a big play. Caught, and now inside the 30-yard line, sweeping it out, and he's going to turn it upfield. Could get to the 21-yard line, 3rd down and 2. They're going to sweep it again, gets the block to the edge, and he's got it to the 10-yard line. 5 minutes to go. Another run, another one to the 2-yard line, 3rd down and 2. He's going to run for the end zone. He stopped 4th and inches, and I feel like he should have learned from Tulane. Go for it. I know it cuts it to a one-score game, but dude, come on. You were just in this scenario where you had a team not be aggressive when they should, and now a flag is down. I don't think he got the first down. It's going to be a holding regardless. They're going to decline it because he did not get it, so they're going to get the football back, and maybe if you score a touchdown here, which you should have scored a touchdown for the other team on that play, but if you score a touchdown here, maybe you can prove me wrong, but fourth down, they punt it away, and are going to have to trust their defense once more as Davidson breaking a tackle, and he gets the first down. 2-minute warning has hit as they're going to run it again, and these two teams are running it very efficiently, very effectively. Now for the game, and Davidson is going to win a conference championship. And this team might have just had a recruiting class that changed the entire complexion of their program. As when it comes to playoffs, how unlucky is this? How about 11, 12, 13? And East Carolina does end up getting in. They end up also steamrolling DCU in round 1 with a dominant fourth quarter. And they're going to be on to take on Boston College, number 4 Boston College, who is going to be down by 3 with the football in their possession. 8 minutes to go. I would have thought more of these teams would have made the playoffs, but we only got 2. Both of them, though, in the second round. 2 of the final 8, and East Carolina. Are they going to be the team to take that big leap? They've already got the playoff win under their belt, but they are getting a step closer. If they could stop Boston College here especially, but Boston College with a double screen for the first down into the red zone position to tie this game up. He gets stopped in the backfield, though. 3rd down and 11. Trying to stop him here, and he gets the hit, but he delivers for a completed pass, but they're at least going to still bring him down. Field goal. Good. And East Carolina in a tie game with 6 minutes to go. Middle, that's a big play! And he dove and missed! And now on the run! Is he gonna be all the way? Yes! He will! Touchdown! ECU! 1-on-1, and the receiver 1 out, and now 1-on-1 the other way! And it's gonna be a completed pass for Boston College as they are gonna keep the fireworks going! Deep ball caught! And he turns it upfield all the way inside the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 10. He's got a clean pocket, but eventually time runs out. It's a sack, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Kick is good. ECU taking over. They're going to drop back with slant. That's caught for the first down. And now running the clock down under 3.5 to play. He's going to roll. He's going to get sacked. 3rd down and 16 now as with 2:40 to go. This play could take us to the 2-minute warning. He breaks free, but he throws the ball away. Maybe he could have taken the sack there to run out the clock, but wants to save some of the yardage. Boston College! It took him 1 big play to strike. Touchdown! And ECU, well, you got the time. You need to come up with a big play, though. They got to block downfield, and the quarterback gets the first down on the ground. 1:30 to go, and needing a field goal to tie. Quick middle, that's caught, breaking a tackle, and he got a lot of yards after catch there that I wouldn't have expected. Triple option. Fake pitch! And look at the fake pitch! That was impressive. Fake the defender out, getting a first down. Now, about field goal range. You just got to preserve it at least, but you can't get sacked like that. 2nd down and 12. Minute to play. Rolling. He's getting sacked, and now they're definitely out of field goal range. 3rd and 21. Needs some of those yards back. He's going for it. Oh, it's incomplete. 4th and 21, and it's a read option. They're going to try to catch the defense off guard. He breaks a tackle. He does not get it, though. Man, I mean, some of the reckless play style of the quarterback helped them, but also hurt them in the end, and I got to question a read option at the end there. Caught the defense off guard. He got good yards, but he didn't get enough to get the first down. Now, Davidson, can they do what every other team has not been able to? Get past the semifinals, but they have to get there first as their 2nd round matchup. It's some Wildcat on Wildcat action here as Arizona, they may be winning, but Davidson's driving. 2nd down, won the read option, fooled the defense, gets the first down, and now under 7 to play. They go to play action, turning, looking, he's got nowhere to go with the football, he goes down, and that's a massive sack now. Play action again, this time free rusher, he gets it off, and that's a big play, is that the fullback, and no one accounted for the fullback. Touchdown, and that is how you do it. Davidson on the run, 2-point conversion, and how you lose the fullback like that to get him a big touchdown for the lead. And now with 5.5 to go, Arizona, they're going to go play action over the middle, caught for the first down. Defense needing the big stop, though, as they go read option. Both quarterbacks can move, they can't run, and they got a first down. As that's going to take them to the 36-yard line in position to tie the game. That's going to be knocked away. What a deflection there. 3rd down and 4 minutes to play. QB draw. He's going to run. First down. And now at the 30-yard line, running out some of the clock here. Under 4 to go as they're going to go short. Caught 6-yard gain, 3.5 to go. Play action. He's going to throw on the run, and again, another play action bootleg is going to get them a first down. Goal to go, and now he's going to run for it. He's going to slide, and that's an awfully conservative play, and that one's going to be talked about as that's going to be a quarterback who maybe was a little scared of getting hit there because he could have fought for the end zone. Instead, they're going to tie the game up. There's a flag down, and this one's going to be a hold. That's coming back. Davidson now has a long way to go. Second down and 16 with 2 minutes to play. Play action. Both these teams loving play action. Getting their quarterbacks on the move. And that's a beautiful ball on the run. And what a conversion there. Now a run play. He gets to the outside. He breaks a tackle, but not two. 7-yard gain. Third down and 3. Middle over the head of the receiver. You're going to have to punt the football away. And now Arizona breaks out of 1 sack. Not 2. And he goes down. So now Arizona might be on the ropes here to punt the football back. They're going to get a lot of those yards back, but not all. In 3rd and 16, little handoff, stop. That's going to be timeout Davidson. They got a minute to play, good field position, and they're going to start their drive off with a big play, and they're going to get it all in one. Touchdown! And Davidson with the lead, going 1 step away from that semifinals appearance again, where all these teams have come up short. All these teams have come up short in the semifinals, and Davidson can have their opportunity to get there now. 30 seconds, though. They need to hold Arizona out of the end zone. What a big play! He broke a tackle, and look at Arizona all the way down inside the 25. 25 seconds to play, and Tony's down at the 1. 20 seconds to go. Quarterback, end zone, touchdown. And that's going to be a tie game. 15 seconds to go. They're going to run the football. That's a nice run, but I don't know if that's going to really get them in a position to where they can be aggressive enough. They're going to go middle. That's caught. Okay, there he goes. Wow, he got the first down and more. Field goal try. It is good. That came out of nowhere. And Davidson just won that game. And your reward waiting for you in the semifinals is the team that ends everyone's hopes and dreams. It's Oregon. And you are in a 1-score game, but Oregon has the football as they are going to get it to the 40-yard line. 6 minutes to play. Oregon is going to throw outside, caught, and he's going to get it inside the 20-yard line. Down to the 12 now with 5 minutes to play. In position to take the 2-score lead, but they want the 2-touchdown lead, not just a 10-pointer. They want the 14-pointer. 3rd and inches. He's going to try it. That's a touchdown. And Davidson, I mean, it's hard enough to beat Oregon, but can he come back from down 2 scores? As it seems like Oregon is always like the final boss in these types of videos, as even though they're the 11th seed, you know how good they are, as they get into the playoffs. Anywhere 1 through 11, 1 through 12 seed, they are going to be dominant. And unless Davidson has a big couple of plays in them, they could be heading to the national championship. As Davidson going to run it, he's got the first down and more, slides down. And now at the 35-yard line, probably got to score before the 2-minute warning to have a chance here, but that's going to really hurt your chances. 3 minutes to go, 2nd and 20, and you're going to get all those yards back. 3rd down and 8, so 3rd and manageable. But now, going to need a big play here, and it's caught. No, incomplete, broken up. 4th down and 8. Probably your game here. Throwing it for the end zone. Okay, we're not done yet. Davidson scores, and it was before the 2-minute warning, so you got a chance. You got your timeouts, but Oregon with a first down. 2-minute warning has hit, so you're going to start using their timeouts, and he's going to sweep it to the outside. Gets the first down. One more will do it, and it will be over here if they get it, and it is going to be the end. So Oregon, in every video, they got to end the hopes and dreams of one of our teams, and Davidson, it seems like this is just the wall we have hit. Semifinals. That's just where they keep ending off. You know, it's now another team added to the list. Semifinals. Somebody has to get over the hump. But I am just so impressed at how many teams we have had in the mix. I mean, I think we might break a record for how many different teams in these videos are going to be in the playoffs, in the mix, in title contention. I mean, it's been like half the teams have been. I know NC State's kind of fallen off, but they were good to start. And North Carolina's been consistent and got great recruiting classes from some of these other schools. Wake Forest has been in the mix. They're a little bit on the upturn now with their improved team. As Davidson, another great recruiting class. But 24-star recruit. Who went to Davidson and changed everything? I need to know who went to Davidson and literally changed everything. Because Davidson now, okay, we have 11-1 number 3, North Carolina number 4, Charlotte number 10. So if all goes well for Charlotte, they could be in the playoffs, but we're at the very least getting Davidson and North Carolina in. And this big matchup between these two schools is going to be a fumble. Okay, wow, that's a bad start to hop in for Davidson. They were in control and could have went up by 2 scores, and instead, North Carolina with the football, down by 5, good field position. That ball's going to be caught, 3rd down and 1, 6 minutes to play. Over the middle, caught for the 1st down, and that's going to move the chains once more. North Carolina needing the end zone as he gets away. Wow, what evasion from him. That is crazy sack evasion. I don't know how he got away from that one. 5 minutes to go. He's not getting away this time. All right, Davidson taking them down. 4.5 to go. Screen incomplete. And they're going to have to settle for the field goal, but this is going to pull them within 2 points. A field goal game, and Davidson with the football again. Can't fumble it away this time as it's going to be incomplete. They go 3 and out off the bat. And North Carolina, I mean, playoffs are both going to be in these teams' futures. It's just a matter of who gets the 1st round bye, and it looks like it could be North Carolina with the way that they are moving in this 4th quarter as they're going to turn up field. 1st down and more. Inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 4. And now Davidson, can they keep him out of the end zone? He's going to run it, and no, they cannot. Touchdown, UNC. Now Davidson is going to need a response. They've been shut out of this 4th quarter. It's been a bad one for them ever since we've hopped in. 2 minutes to play. They're going to throw it deep. And 1-on-1 over the head of the receiver and the defender. 4th down and 2. They're going to go to the ground this time. There he goes. Hey, he got the edge. He's got 1 man to beat. He gets brought down. But that is a massive run on 4th and 2 to give them a chance, but he immediately throws an interception. And now North Carolina, with a chance to end it, is going to do just that. Well, 1 more 1st down, and he's got it to 3rd and inches. Now another one. They're going to throw for it. He's got it, and that's going to be game. So North Carolina, puts Davidson back in their place a little bit. We're not ready to relinquish the crown. We are still the consistently great team here. But like I said, both are in the playoffs. Charlotte made it as well. So we'll get to see Charlotte. 3 teams in the playoffs. We start with Davidson versus Tulane. Davidson, though, with the football 7-point lead, and they're going to take a shot immediately in the red zone. Chance to tack on more points for a 2-score lead as they're going to take a shot for the end zone. That's intercepted. Tulane made them pay for that one. And you can't make a play like that to give Tulane the opportunity to immediately go and get a big play. 78 yards to tie the game. And now it's a tie with less than 5 to go, and a stop in the backfield backs him up 3rd down and 14. As they're going to try to throw, but he's got nowhere to go. He's going to run for it, but he's not got anywhere to go on the ground either. So Tulane's going to get the football back and threatening to go out in the 1st round after their conference championship loss. Tulane looking for the win as they are going to have it with the 2-minute warning approaching, 32-yard line in field goal range. And that ball is caught somehow, some way. And Tulane, that's going to be the big catch that they needed to run the clock down even more. Broken tackles and timeouts being used, but if they don't get into the end zone here, which they do, they could have maybe, been conservative, run the clock out, take a field goal, but they went for the touchdown. So Davidson is going to have an opportunity with the football, and that's a great start. You got 60 seconds to go, now down to 50, 3rd down and 6. You're getting sacked here. Game on the line now, 4th down and 14. As that's going to be middle. Caught, he keeps it alive, and now with 33 seconds to go, you're going to roll right on the run. It's intercepted. He threw it behind the receiver, and that's going to be game. So Davidson, semifinals appearance last year, 1 and done this year, and we now go to Charlotte, and things did not look not better at all for them. They ran into Georgia and got absolutely steamrolled, so 3 teams in, 1 team left when we get to round 2. And now North Carolina, after their 1st round bye, they're taking on Tulane. Well, both teams now, Tulane and North Carolina, beat Davidson in a high-profile game. Now who's going to be the best of these two? 28-21, and North Carolina with the football breaking through. And this quarterback is slippery. He is evasive, and he is handing the football off for a 1st down. That's going to be to the 24-yard line. 7:20 to go, and he drops the throw it. He's got a clean pocket, a lot of time, checks it down underneath, turning upfield. There you go, 20, 10, and he's down at about the 7. They give it 1st and goal, hand it off, and that's going to be down to 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line after a 3-yard loss. Middle, caught, but nowhere to go, and he is going to have to settle for a field goal. But you're happy with a field goal still? with the 2-score lead now, as Tulane's going to need a lot to go their way, but there's still plenty of time. 6 minutes to go is a lot of time, especially with how big of a plays that Tulane's offense can get. They got some of them against Davidson. They got that 178-yard touchdown. They get another big play like that. They're going to try for it, but it's knocked away. 4th down, and you got to go for a 2-score deficit. 4th down and 9, incomplete. And North Carolina on the brink of ending this one, but that is a pick, and okay, we're not done yet, as that's a really bad mistake to make. I don't know why you're being aggressively throwing there, as now Tulane, big play, they're in field goal range, so they can cut it down to a 1-score game, but you want the touchdown first. You always want the touchdown first, as they're going to get a play to the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 9 from the 19, 2.5 to go, as he's going to try, and that's going to be middle for a 4th down. They're going to go for it. Very curious call. I don't know about that one. I'd say from 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2, maybe you go for it. 4th down and 4, I think he kicked the field goal there. But the task at hand, it's a familiar sight for this state. North Carolina and all the teams that follow them in this state. It's the semifinals against Wisconsin. North Carolina, can they finally break through and get to a national title appearance, as it's a 3-point game with the football, and you're tacking on more points if you can hold on to it here. 7 minutes to go at the 18, as he's going to throw middle, caught, running back's got it, and he's down to the 5-yard line. Now goal to go, read option, he's got the touchdown, and look what we got here. We got a 6-minute game, but North Carolina up by 2 scores. This is the closest we have come to seeing one of these teams get to a national title. They're just going to stop here, and they can maybe start punching their tickets to the finals, but Wisconsin not letting it happen. Yeah, look at their running back. Look at the effort there. They're in field goal range, so they can cut it down to a 1-score game, but they're looking for more than that. And they're at the 16, down to the 8 now. 2nd down and 2. Quick pass outside. Caught. He's got the 1st down. Goal to go, and with 4 minutes to go, they're going to hand it off. It's a flag, and that is a back-breaking penalty, because that could maybe give you a chance to go for a touchdown, take it away, and maybe now you're stuck going for the field goal here. 15 yards to go. You get a lot of yards back. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8, so you're back on schedule. 3rd to goal from the 8. He's going to go underneath that ball. I mean, could have been caught by a whole bunch of different people, but yeah, like I said, that penalty really hurt them. Field goal is going to be good. So it is a 1-score game, but 2.5 to play. North Carolina, a couple 1st downs can do it here as they get a big play, and he gets out of bounds, so that's the only negative there, but they're still happy with the 1st down. They're going to run it, and he's got a short game. 3rd down and 7 now. Chance to get off the field for Wisconsin, and they're going to do it. It's a sack, and now with a minute 12 and 1 timeout. Don't choke this away, guys! Okay! They're going to punch their tickets in the national championship. Their defense just needed 1 play, and they're going to the national championship. And finally, we have a chance to see somebody raise a trophy up high. North Carolina is up by 7. Florida with the football, though, in enemy territory. 3rd down and 3. Outside, that's going to be caught for the 1st down. Fighting ahead, that's going to be the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 4 now as we jump ahead again. Middle, another 3rd down conversion. And they're inside the 10, goal to go. 1st and goal from the 9, sweep it outside. Broken tackle, but he gets knocked down. And he loses yards. 3rd down and goal from the 12. End zone, caught, touchdown. Florida ties it up, and now North Carolina needing to do something themselves, but they get sacked. Big loss, and now 2nd and 15. Throwing, and that's going to be jumped and intercepted, and with no one in front of them, pick 6 for Florida, and that all of a sudden has flipped the scripts. We got a flag down, as this one is going to be pass interference, but the script has been flipped. All of a sudden, a 14-point run right here. All of a sudden, we're down. And with 2 minutes to play, we need a game-tying touchdown drive middle. That's going to be caught. He hung on, broke free into the 42-yard line. Got plenty of time and 2 timeouts as he's throwing right in between the zones. That's going to be caught inside the 25-yard line. So now time down to 1.5 minutes to go. 23-yard line. He's going to throw it outside. Caught, and that's a first. Turning it to goal to go. 2nd and goal, 50 seconds to play. Middle, caught, turning up, barely broke a tackle, touchdown. And we are tied up in the national title with 30 seconds to play. Florida with a big play to start their drive. So timeout burn, they got 2 left, 25 seconds to go. Needing about 20 yards, and that's going to do it. He's going to be right on the brink of field goal range. 20 seconds to go. Can North Carolina prevent any more big plays? No! touchdown! And we were thinking to stop field goal range, but they didn't stop the end zone. And North Carolina sliding down to a timeout with 1 play to go, needing 70 yards here. Hail Mary for the national title is incomplete. And finally a team made it to a national title. But in the end, Florida did what they needed to do. What a fourth quarter from Florida. I mean, they went in, we hopped in, they were down by 7, score a touchdown, pick 6. Even though North Carolina then ties it up, they throw a dagger right down the middle for the win. And that is unfortunate, but at least little by little, it's like we're seeing these teams all get better. I mean, usually in these videos, like some teams will have a little run or have a little glimpse, like what NC State did. You know, they'll have a little glimpse, but then they'll get knocked back down. But all these teams, Davidson, Duke, we had North Carolina, we've had East Carolina. These teams are just in the mix, in the fight, and at any given year, NC State could come back. Wake Forest could come back because they've been in the mix. Appalachian State made a playoffs. They've won a conference championship. I mean, Wake Forest is an 86 overall. They had a solid recruiting class, picked up a 5-star. I don't know what's going on at Davidson. Like I said, I really don't know who took over as their coach, but they're doing a phenomenal job recruiting. They just have the greatest recruiting of all time. And in year 10, North Carolina 12-0, Charlotte 11-1, Davidson 10-2, Wake Forest outside looking in, but 3 playoff teams are very likely this season. So it being Charlotte versus UNC, Charlotte's not been able to be that team that really is able to be the team in the conference, the school, the dominant force. They've kind of been the secondary school, the team you beat to win the conference championship, the team you knock out in the first round. When will Charlotte try and be the team in North Carolina? They have a chance here, down by 6 against UNC, a 12-0 UNC, as Charlotte's probably going to the playoffs regardless, but can they get that first round bye as North Carolina? They're on the move, and they got the football at the 46-yard line, throwing on the run. That's going to be caught over the middle, and Charlotte is threatening to go down by 2 scores in a familiar sight for this Charlotte team as they get the sack, back them up, 3rd down and 19. Can you stop him here? Throwing it for the end zone, knocked away, and a long 56-yard kick is good. That's going to be a 2-score deficit, so Charlotte, 4 minutes to play. They're going to tuck and run it, and he's got a big run. He's still going all the way down to the 47-yard line. A great job by the quarterback to get down the field as they throw it outside. That's going to be caught, and you're in field goal range to cut this back down to a 1-score game with 3.5 to go. Middle, caught, keep hurrying things up, stringing together completion, stringing together conversion. 2nd and 7. Can't get sacked here, but you do. He goes down, and 3rd and 20. As they're going to throw it for the marker. He's got it. 1st down and touchdown, Charlotte. And now the pressure's put on UNC to get a couple of 1st downs. They got 1. 2nd timeout used. Another 1st down will end this game. And it's going to be that 1st down that does it. So UNC does it, and they once again hold Charlotte out of a conference championship. Again, like I said, they make the playoffs, so Charlotte will stick with them. They've not been able to really be a team that can win the big game. That's basically just been their issue. They can't win the big game, and they might be struggling here is if the 4th quarter just flips a switch with this team to where they can't get the job done in the big moments. They're up by 8, but Penn State, after an interception, is going to have the football in enemy territory, turning it upfield. That's caught, and a gain of 20 yards to the 11-yard line. Throw it outside. Screen. Caught, and he's got it to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and 3. As they're going to hand it off right up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down, not a touchdown, but goal to go from the 1. Hand off again. He's not going to get in. Okay, 3rd down and goal from the 1. Defense trying to stop him here, but they are not going to do it this time. Penn State now with the 2-point conversion to try to tie this one up. Dropping to throw it. Got time. Rolling right on the run. Back of the end zone for 2, and Charlotte is now tied up as, hey, can't do it again. They can't blow another one. Now 3rd down and 9. They're going to have a clean pocket. He's going to look. No one got open, though, and he's going to have to throw the football away. I mean, you had time, just no one got open. Penn State, great field position, and things are looking all too familiar for this Charlotte team And that's another big gain inside the 20-yard line. Handoff right up the middle. That's going to get stopped. Leads to a field goal try with 2.5 to go. Kick is no good. Okay, Charlotte, the door is open. You might have caught a break for once, as it's up to you to capitalize on it. 3rd down and 2. Don't go 3 and out. They're not going to. They'll keep the drive alive. Under 2 minutes to play. Opportunity now to get this game-winning field goal. They're going to take a shot, and that's going to be caught. And Charlotte now to the 33. Field goal range is acquired, but they got a 1st down, and now they can run this clock down a little bit more. 50 seconds to play. Handoff. They are going to get it down all the way to 10 seconds. Kick is good. Charlotte is finally on the board for a big-time win. A playoff victory. We go to the other side. Davidson. They get a playoff victory. They dominate Texas Tech, and look what we got here. 3 of the final 8. But unfortunately for them, 2 of them are matched up against each other. North Carolina, they took out Charlotte in the conference championship. They basically dodged Davidson in the conference championship. They can't dodge them here in the playoffs, as that ball's going to be tipped and caught. And North Carolina for the 1st down. They're down by 10, though. Will the undefeated season of UNC, who made it to the national championship previously, go out in round 1, or game 1, I guess, of their playoff run, and they missed the field goal? What is going on for UNC? You can't go 13-0 conference championship, 1st round bye, and then go 1 and done. They're gonna get a sack here, but that missed field goal could be costly, so costly, because they need to go on another 2 scoring drives. They get a 1st down. They're in good field position, but they need to do something here, as they got a big play over the middle inside the 30-yard line. 4:20 to go as they go play action. He's sacked. And I don't know if you're trusting your kicker after that miss, but it's going to be a lot shorter of a kick if he has to kick it, which he does, as they probably should have thrown a pick. This kick is going to be good this time, so they do get it down to a 1-score game. But as you can see, having to go and get that extra field goal drive has left them with just 2 minutes to go. Fumble out of bounds. That one just stopped the heart of all the Davidson fans, but with 2nd down and 13, handoff. He gets a block. He's getting sprung loose to the 50-yard line. 3rd down and 4. Opportunity to end this game. It's going to be game. And UNC, wow, that's disappointing right there. You go 13-0. You get knocked out. Charlotte, I mean, seems like right when we were, talking good about them, they go and immediately get put in their place. So Charlotte, they got their 1st playoff victory, their 1st big win, but they immediately get dominated by Ole Miss. And now Davidson is all we have left, but they're in the semifinals. And a familiar sight for Davidson as well. They've made the semifinals before. They just have not made the national championship. But this Davidson team, for what they have done in recruiting the last 3 years, has been so incredible. They have one of the best teams in the nation. They deserve to be here. This is not some miracle run. They are a team worthy of being in this position. They have the opportunity to get there. USC, though, driving inside the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Handoff, sweeping it left. He's turning upfield for the 1st down. And with under 4 minutes to go at the 12-yard line, USC in control of this one. They got a lot of time. He's going to run it right up the middle, sliding down for a gain of 7. Now 3rd down and 3. He's going to try to run it again, and this time he tried to go outside, did not work. They're going to have to settle for the field goal. Kick is right through the upright. So it's going to be a 3-point deficit for Davidson as they go middle. Caught. 1st down, as now a 2-minute warning hitting. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Outside, that's going to be caught turning upfield, but he got stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7. And the quarterback gets sacked. 4th down and 12, and this is basically it right here. He's taking a shot deep. He wants it. Oh, he's got it to the 21-yard line. He needed 12. He got a whole lot more than that. And then another play to the 1-yard line. And in 2 plays, make it 3. Touchdown. Davidson has put themselves in front and 50 seconds away from a national championship appearance. They're going to try to run it. He's breaking out of 1. He's getting a 1st down. He's sliding down. Timeout used. 43 seconds to play. 33-yard line. Middle. That's going to be caught. And that is a big play. Timeout used again. They have 1 left. 30 seconds to play just about. Throwing it outside. Caught again. He gets out of bounds. Stop the clock. And USC is in great position. They were just stringing together plays one after another. And is Davidson going to lose in heartbreaking fashion? Corner of the end zone! Touchdown USC! And now they have 20 seconds to go. Davidson underneath. That's going to be caught. He turns upfield. He gets a lot more yards. Gets down. Out of bounds. 16. 15. Outside. Caught. On the run. He breaks a tackle. He gets down. 11 seconds to play. And they're going to take the field goal. That means we're going to overtime for a chance at the national championship appearance as Davidson. How have they found themselves in this spot? They should have stopped them, but then they shouldn't have even gotten this far because they shouldn't have scored with 20 seconds to go. But they find themselves here in overtime, third down and goal from the 7-yard line. Middle, it's a touchdown! And USC, pressure on them, needing a score outside, one play touchdown! And we're going to a second overtime as USC ball first, he gets sacked. 2nd and 17 turns to 3rd and 11. They're going to run it. They want the field goal. They at least want to get some points on the board. And they're going to play it conservative. It leaves Davidson with the opportunity. 25 yards and a touchdown is what you need to go to a national championship. Play action. Middle. It's caught immediately to the 3-yard line as he drops to throw it. Wide open. Touchdown. And Davidson is going to the national championship in a overtime thriller. Last year, UNC came up short. Davidson, can they do it themselves? They're taking on Kansas State, and it is going to be a big run for Davidson. He's running all the way to the 40-yard line, now to the 33. It's going to be a deep ball, broken up. 3rd down and 3. 8 minutes to play as he's going to throw it deep left. That's caught. Touchdown. And Davidson's up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter as they're going to go underneath. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for Kansas State as they're going to throw. He's going to get sacked. And things are looking all Davidson's favor right now. Football back. Another big play. And inside the 30. Are they going to go up by 3 scores in the national title? Davidson is going to have another big play to the 4-yard line. Looking to seal a national championship victory. Touchdown. And now a 21-point deficit for Kansas State to overcome. And things are looking so bad for Kansas State. A fumble. And that's going to be Davidson football. Are you kidding me? Davidson is going to have another first down, running through a man. Goal to go. And are they going to get another one? 3rd and goal. It's a touchdown. And the national championship is all Davidson. And how about that? Would you have guessed that's the first team to win a national championship and potentially the only team? Because we are running out of time here. 41-10, a dominant national championship victory, not just a win, a dominant win. And I mean, so many of these teams had opportunities. So many teams made it to the semifinals. UNC even made it to the national championship, but only one team has been able to get it done. We have a couple more years to go. But I mean, that's what happens when a couple of years back, you go and get the #1 recruiting class, and you go and get yourselves like 30, 40 4-star prospects in a 4-year, 3-year span. You go and get yourself half a dozen 5-stars. You go and build yourself a team, and you go and win yourself a national championship. And whoever took over at Davidson, man, they just, I don't know what happened. I really don't. But, hey, great job. Davidson still with a nice recruiting class. Duke, I mean, they fell off hard, but they have good recruiting classes still. And some of these other teams, I mean, middle of the pack, North Carolina's really down there, kind of up and down recruiting classes. But the next season, following a championship victory, I mean, it's not looking as dominant for this conference. Like I said, Duke kind of fell off with all these good recruiting classes still. 5-7, but in the conference championship, well, Charlotte, they got their first playoff victory, but they still have not been able to win the conference. And they've been to the conference championship a few times. This is not their first or second time here. They've been here a couple of times, and a playoff berth on the line from one of these teams. We're only going to have one playoff representative this year, and will it be Charlotte? Will it be Davidson? The Davidson's up by 1 with the football in the red zone. Handoff, right middle. It's going to be a fumble, and Charlotte has it. And they just caught a huge break with 6 minutes to go. They can go and take the lead on this drive. First down to the 29 now on 2nd and 6. They hand it off. He's going to get leveled, but hang on to the football. 3rd down and 1. He's not going to get there. I don't like that vision. Just keep it inside north and south. They tried to run east and west, and I don't think that was going to be the move there. Davidson, big play after getting the football back. And now 4 minutes to play, back where they were trying to get there as he's going to spin away, get to the 34-yard line. That fumble might have only stopped the inevitable as the 4th quarter, you know how it goes for Charlotte. It just doesn't go their way as they don't know how to play defense right now. Touchdown, Davidson. And Charlotte's fourth quarter struggles and their inability to win these tight games has just come back to haunt them time after time. I mean, the only one they won was because Penn State missed a field goal that they should have hit. Charlotte throwing it deep. It's over the head of receivers. It's going to be 4th and 21. Game on the line here. Throwing it. Caught on the run. 2 men to try to track him down. They do. So it's not over yet. 4th and 21 conversion. It's going to be 2-minute warning, though. From the 36-yard line, 3rd down and 1. Taking another shot, knocked away. 4th down and 1 now. Game on the line here, it looks like, as they're going to go check it underneath. That's going to be caught for the 1st down. Keep the game alive. 24-yard line, minute 20 to go. Outside, that's going to be intercepted. And that's going to be typical Charlotte in this 4th quarter as a run right up the middle. Gets a Blaine, and that's going to be a touchdown. Off and running to seal it up at Charlotte. I mean, at this point, I'm starting to feel bad. They just can't get the job done. They can't win the conference. They can't win. And now Heisman winner, well, someone that can win, Davidson. They won a national championship. How about a Heisman this year? And they are going back to the playoffs. Just barely, but they are going to the playoffs to take on number 1 ranked Michigan, who slipped down to the 5 seed. So they are going to be a 12 versus 5 matchup. Michigan up by 4 with the football. 4th down and 1 though. They're going to have to punt it away. So now Michigan on defense, as it's going to be Davidson. It's going to be a long road to try to repeat as champions, but they are trying to take that challenge head on. And that's going to be a punt situation for them as Michigan. They can go 3 and out, but they're not going to. 1st down conversion. To the 47-yard line with under 6 minutes to play. Throwing. He's going to look and get sacked, and that's going to be 2nd down and 17 as he goes play action again. He gets sacked again. 3rd and 24. Under 5 to play. He's going to try to look and run and get hit. I mean, he got a 1-yard gain, so I guess not a sack, but now Davidson with the football back. It's a sack party on both sides. 4 minutes to play. 2nd and 17. And he's going to get hit. Flag is down, though, and it's going to be a holding. So things are not looking good. It's a very sloppy offensive day for these two teams. He's just don't get a safety here. He's going to throw the football away. 4th and 26. Neither of these teams could do anything on offense as Michigan stopped in the backfield. These defenses are crazy. They're swarming. 2.5 to go. 3rd and 9. He's going to get brought down. 1-yard gain. Again, not a sack, but close enough. 1st and 10. And that's what is going on? None of these teams can block. 1:22 to go. It's another one. And it's 5 to 6 on the sack count on both sides. A minute to play. 3rd and 22. He's chucking it deep. 1-on-1. Incomplete. 4th and 22. And this is your game here to not go out in the 1st round. No one's getting open. No one is. He's just going to run it. And he's just not going to get it as Michigan run. And he breaks a tackle. Gets it to 3rd and inches for the game, and that's going to do it. Michigan with the win, and these offenses on both sides just could not do anything, but hey, Michigan happened to have the lead, and well, no one was able to put points up on the board late in that one. That was crazy to watch, just horrible offensive line performances. So coming off a national championship victory, they get bounced in the 1st round, but they graduated a lot of talented players, and you know, it's just going to be what happens when you win a national championship. A lot of players are going to leave your school, go to the NFL, and they got more leaving. So how about another 6 players going to the NFL? But if things hold steady at this point in time, it's looking like Davidson could win this one, because not only do they now have a national championship under their belt, but a Heisman Trophy could kind of be a little bit of a deal breaker, a tiebreaker in some people's mind. If 2 teams have a national championship, which you might take the one who has the Heisman, you might take one who has some of the other statistics, but in order for us to even get to that point, someone else is going to have to win a national championship. North Carolina just simply going there might not be enough. And North Carolina, I don't think they're doing themselves any favors with these recruiting classes. Charlotte up there with 2 5-stars. That's pretty nice. So Davidson, 43, Wake Forest, 42. And in the next season, Davidson, how about 12-0? And none of these other teams are looking like they're going to be playoff bound. And Gardner-Webb, how about that? 0-12. And Duke gets firmly put down in the conference championship, 41-13. So Davidson, only playoff representative, and they are going to be the number 2 seed, going to be taking on either Ole Miss or Tennessee, and it is going to be Ole Miss. So can Davidson, pad their lead basically here? Because when they're the only team in the playoffs, it's all up to them to get the accolades, to get the statistics on their side. No one else can do anything except get a bowl victory. And how much are you really valuing the bowl victories over the playoff victories? Not much, I would imagine. But with 16-13 being your score, breaking out of a sack, he's going to throw. That's going to be caught. And a touchdown. What a play to break out of a sack and throw a touchdown there. Ole Miss with the lead. And UNC, once upon a time, they went 13-0, won the conference, went 1-done in the playoffs. They don't want to replicate that. They want to do what UNC has been failing to do, and that is, I guess, get the job done in a lot of situations, as they're going to get sacked here. Second down and 21 as with 4.5 to play. They're going to go with a screen, get some of those yards back, and they're going to get all of them back, and more 4th down and 7. They're not going to go for it, as they're going to trust their defense, as throwing it outside. Caught, turning upfield, and Ole Miss is going to have a one-play touchdown. And Ole Miss up by 2 scores. And what is happening to Davidson right now? Well, they're not done. They got a big play, but it's a 2-score game. You can kick a field goal. You can afford to do that, but you want the touchdown, and it's going to be neither. Intercepted. And now, looking like it's going to be all over if they can't get a miracle on their side. And Davidson replicate what UNC did. 13-0 and 1-done as 1st and 10. Outside. Caught! And that's going to keep things going. And little by little, it looks like this one might be over, as that's going to be stopped. 3rd down and 14. So they're going to get off the field here. And they're not going to try and field goal. They're just going to punt it. 1.5 to go. But they have no timeouts. They need a touchdown and an onside kick. And then, you know, depending on a 2-point conversion, we'll see if they need another touchdown. But they are doing good right now. I don't know how likely this one is, but 50 seconds to play. 2nd down and 10. He's going to throw for the end zone, down to the 4. All right, hurry back to the line. 40 seconds to go. He's going to run it. He's got the touchdown, and now the 2-point conversion. He's going to look. He's going to get sacked, so now you need an onside kick and a touchdown. Ball is over the head of one, off another, and an onside kick recovery for Davidson. Okay, I mean, miracles can happen, but they're going to shut the door on it with 3rd and 19 and a sack. And he's going to get hit as he's throwing 4th and 19. And that onside kick could be all for nothing. Hail Mary try. He got hit as he was throwing, and that ball innocently falls to the ground. And got us a little excited for a second, but that's not to be, as the 2nd time in this video we've had a team recover an onside kick but do nothing with it. I mean, we could have had 2 crazy miracle wins, but not going to happen, as both times the defense survived. So we are on to, I think, the final 3 years of this, and look at Charlotte. I mean, that's a lot of NFL talent right there, and, you know, Davidson, 90 overall with a 91 defense, 3 first-round picks. I mean, the team that they have built is insane. Like, they have built a legitimate powerhouse team. 90 overall. When you're hitting 90 overall in this game, that's a pretty crazy team. Like, that is among the best teams in the nation. So the fact that they are at that point is incredible. I mean, not many FCS teams that we have imported into these videos have hit that level, I feel like. I mean, we've had some FCS teams go win a national championship, but not many have hit like 90 overall, 91 overall, 91 defense. I mean, North Carolina, once again, not doing themselves any favors. I don't know who's at North Carolina, but they're doing an awful job recruiting. So, year 13, ECU. Huh? What's going on here? Number 1 in the country. And how about 4 teams in the top 10? And ECU at number 1. This is a weird year, but hey, Charlotte, look who's back in the conference championship. Can you get the job done, guys? It's going to be 16-10. ECU down, but I mean, both these teams will playoff bound. It's just a matter of who's going to get that first round bye. And Charlotte, I almost will feel bad for them at this point if they can't win this one. As, yeah, it's a number 1 team. They're not the favorites, but it's just been so many missed opportunities. And speaking of missed opportunities, that's a 4th down missed opportunity right there as Charlotte gets the football back with 4.5 to play. As now 3rd down and 10 with 4 to go. And they're going to throw middle caught, 1st down, and he hangs on to the football. Charlotte, can they go up by 2 scores here? Can they finally get a conference championship? They're throwing it deep. That's a dangerous pass, but that ball's out the back of the end zone. 3rd down and 9, and that's going to be caught. No, broken up. The 2 guys went up for the football. Nobody got it. And now third down and one the other way. ECU. It's going to be tough for the first down. And ECU is got to the 39-yard line. Outside. Deep ball. Double coverage. Intercepted. Can they finally win the conference? This is the closest that they've came, it looks like. They got the ball. 2-minute warning. Can they shut the door? But they're going to get stopped in the backfield. Third down and 9. And he's going to get stopped. Charlotte, what are you doing, Charlotte? 62-yard field goal. Are you guys crazy? He missed it. A 62-yard field goal. That's ambitious. And they're immediately going to pay for it. Touchdown. ECU. I can't even defend that one. What are you doing, guys? You got a minute 20, though. You could still, I mean, you know you got the leg, but you prefer to not have to kick from 60 again. Minute 20 to go. You at least want to get a field goal try off. He's going to run it to the 40, past it, 45, sliding down midfield. I mean, their kickers got range, just a couple more yards, but they want more than that. It's going to be a touchdown for Charlotte. And now a 2-point conversion with 47 seconds to play. He's got it. And now it's put on the pressure for ECU. Are you kidding me? One play, 82 yards, touchdown. Charlotte, your inability to close the game is almost just, it's impossibly impressive. Yes, they're going to have a timeout. I mean, are they going to be able to get something to go with 25 seconds to play? That's 2 first downs. I mean, maybe another one like that, and you can have a chance. They're going to go to draw play. And, well, that's just going to take it to overtime. They had no timeout, so Charlotte, don't choke this one. And zone intercepted on the first play of overtime. You've got to be kidding me. They're going to get the sack, but doesn't even matter. They're going to get a field goal try. And he's going to throw for the first down. And that's going to be a really easy field goal try. ECU is going to be a complete field goal for the win. And it is good. Charlotte, you have got to be kidding me. There's no way that they are this bad at closing games. And Charlotte, poor guys, they got Davidson. That whole bottom bracket's going to be up to, you know, the North Carolina State. But Duke on the other side of the bracket, they got Nebraska here. It's 21-17. Duke getting sacked. 2nd and 22. 7 minutes to play. It's going to be third down and 20 now as he's going to get pressured, throw the ball out of bounds. Nebraska's going to take over with the lead, throwing. And that's going to be, oh, he got broken up. Okay, I thought that was caught. I was pre-saying that one, but now third down on the other side. Well, both teams go 3 and out, so back to Nebraska, 4.5 to go. It's 1st and 10. He's going to get sacked. Okay, defense, making a play. 4 minutes to go. Draw play. That's going to be a big run, and that's going to get them all that sack yardage back. Third down and 10. And he has got time. He's going middle. That's going to be caught. And a first down to the 36-yard line. Opportunity for a field goal. Third down. They're going to convert again. And now they're going to have an opportunity for a field goal. Have an opportunity to put this game away. Third down and 5. That's going to be caught again. And they just keep converting third downs. Running up the clock. Touchdown, Nebraska. And that's how you work a drive to win a game. I mean, they touched that football at 5 minutes to go. And by the time Duke seen it again, it was a 2-score deficit under 2 minutes to play. Meanwhile, Charlotte, I mean, what do you got for us, Charlotte? You choked away a conference championship. Now can you knock out Davidson? They are down by 5, but Davidson has the football with the lead, and Charlotte needs a stop in the worst way with 6.5 to go. Middle, that's going to be caught. First down, 37-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to go to handoff. Outside he goes. That's a lot of room. He's going to stiff arm his way to the 24-yard line. 5:30 to go as at the 24-yard line. He's going to stand, throw, middle. He took a shot but hung on. 5:20 now. 11-yard line. Caught. Broken tackle. Down to the 2-yard line as they go play action. He's going to go with the touchdown. 2-score deficit. And Charlotte, it's not going to happen again. It's just not going to happen for them. I really don't know if it will ever happen for them. This is just so heartbreaking to see this team come up short so many times. Just have so many bad fourth quarter performances as they're going to take a shot that's knocked away. 4th down and 1. They need to go for it. Game on the line. Handoff. He's got it. keeping it alive a little bit longer, but you need 2 touchdowns. He's going to go middle. That's caught. Usually how it is. Score before the 2-minute warning and you have a chance. 3rd down and 1. That's going to be caught. Okay. Now we got to hurry back to the line. 2:30. It's going to be 2:08. Probably got to score here if you want a real chance. It's down to the 1. 2-minute warning is hit, so you lost out on a timeout there. He's going to go outside. Caught, but you lose yardage. 3rd and goal, and he's going to be looking. He's going to get sacked and fumble the football, and it's going to be Davidson Ball. He fumbled it. They were at the 1-yard line, and they're going to go from the 1-yard line to losing this game, and another 1st down will do it. That's going to do it. Davidson moves on. I can't believe this team. Guys, Charlotte, they're cursed. They gotta be cursed. We are guaranteed getting one of our teams in the Final Four. Who's it gonna be, though? East Carolina or Davidson? As ECU, somehow, someway, in one of the weirdest years, has found themselves at the top of the nation. And I mean, their team is not even nearly as talented as some of the other teams, including Davidson, but they have found a way to win these games. Throwing middle, that's going to be caught at the 2-yard line. Goal to go, handoff, touchdown. Davidson ties it up. And now tie game with 4 minutes to play, and they're going to go to run. ECU for the 1st down to the 38-yard line. As they drop to throw it now. Outside, that's caught, and there he goes on the run, and that's a bad angle taken. He's gone. Touchdown. And that is going to put Davidson right back down by 7 points. So lots of time, though, as with 3:30 to go, they're going to play the 3rd down and inches. They're throwing it. 3rd and inches converted for the 1st. And now the 31-yard line, under 3 to play. Middle, caught on the run. He's got a 1st down and more. And getting himself to the 47-yard line for a gain of 16. Now 2nd down and 5. Another pass underneath. Caught. They're going to give him 3rd and inches. They aren't going to give him the 1st, though. As 3rd and inches, throwing outside, knocked away. 4th and inches. Game on the line. Hey, he's got to give it to the fullback, but he did not have any clue what direction he was running. He blatantly missed an open lane to run into a defender, and while Davidson's going to get the football back, it's going to be with no timeouts and 1 minute to play, and they're going to get right back to where they were. But like I said, the time is running out. Timeouts are not on their side. They're going to throw. That's going to be caught. The defender got turned around. I don't know what he was doing. We got players on both sides acting dumb as heck right now. 45 seconds to play. Throwing it outside. Caught. And he got out of bounds. 40 seconds to play. Middle. Caught. Touchdown. Davidson. They're not going down without a fight as East Carolina. Speaking of not going down without a fight, this ECU team has been scrappy all year, somehow, some way, finding ways to win, and they got a diving grab there. 20 seconds to play. They're going to run it, and that surprise the Davidson team, and that's going to be a 1st down. 29-yard line, another run, spinning away, but there's a flag, and that could be massive. Flag is going to back them up. And the field goal try could be a lot harder, but they're going to go for it here. 37-yard line kick. Good. And even still from 54, the kick is good. ECU, how about that? On to the semifinals. Can they find themselves in a national championship? That'd be a pretty improbable national title run, as even though they are a high-ranked team, this came out of nowhere, as LSU dropping to throw it. 3rd and 18, moving, throwing, oh, it's incomplete, and ECU up by 7 with 6 minutes to play. What is going on right now? 5.5 to go. He's gonna run, 1st down. Chewing up some more clock, and you can get yourself a 2-score lead potentially. You're going to go middle. That's going to be caught, and now you're in field goal range. 4.5 to go. 3rd and 7. Pump fake. Throwing. And it's incomplete. But the field goal try is going to be out, and the kick is good. LSU down by 2 scores. East Carolina going to go to the national championship here as they got a big play. LSU needs to score fast as they throw it outside. Caught. And that's going to be another 1st to the 47-yard line. 3:30 to go. Underneath, turning upfield. The tight end is working it on this drive. He's having a big drive. And now 35-yard line. They're in field goal range, but they're going to get a slant route for the 1st down. Now they're really in field goal range. And you know the deadline here. 2 minutes. You want to keep that extra timeout in your back pocket. 1st and goal to the 1-yard line. 2:40 to go. He's throwing outside. Caught. Touchdown. LSU not done yet. As with 2:40 to go, they got plenty of time, and they got their timeouts, and they got a sack. 3rd and 19, hand off, it's gonna be stopped, and LSU gets the football back in amazing field position, and in one play there in field goal range to tie this one up. Minute to go, 3rd down and 5, middle, caught, and now they could be going for the win. 50 seconds to play, now down to 20 seconds to play. They're playing it pretty safe right now. They're getting it all the way down to the 4, and they're just gonna kick the field goal. I think they could have played a little bit more aggressive, but they are going for overtime, and here we are in overtime. That's going to be caught. Close to the first down marker, and he's 1 yard shy. 2nd down and 1. They go to triple option. He gets blown up. 3rd down and 4 as they go to run. QB run again, and he gets stopped. Okay, so the field goal. ECU, you got your opportunity to go to a national championship. 1st down, 1st play, you hand it off to the running back. He's going to fumble the football. Ball on the ground, and LSU picks it up. And they are on the run. It doesn't matter if they score, but they're going to score for good measure. 1st play of overtime for them. And it's a touchdown. A rare 2-score overtime loss for ECU. And that's going to be how their season ends. So, well, ECU, you're added to the list of teams who could not win in the semifinals. And now we're on to the final 2 seasons, and still Davidson, only national championship, and they are losing another 6 players. How about 91 overall with 92 defense? They are unbelievable. ECU, how did the 78, I think they were 80 overall at peak, go that far in the first place? I don't know. But we are watching all these teams get players selected in the draft. Where's NC State been? They've been completely missing since the first, 3rd of this video. But, some of these other teams haven't really done a whole lot at all in this video. Then we go to the recruiting. Davidson slowed down a little bit with their unbelievable recruiting classes, but still some decent classes too in the top 20. And we move on to season 14. And North Carolina at the top. And look at that. We might have 4 teams in the playoffs this year. 2 11-1, a 10-2. And if Charlotte gets lucky, they might sneak in at 9-3, 10 spot. I don't know. It's not looking good for them, but we got Duke and North Carolina. Duke's been a weird team so far, as the first play we up into is going to be a big run, but Duke's been up, they've been down, they started low, they got good recruiting classes, they went up high, then they fell off, and now here they are back again, 11-1, and a chance to win the conference championship from North Carolina. Both these teams playoff bound. One of these teams going to get first round bye, though, as Duke is going to tack on to their lead a field goal, and now we go over to UNC's offense where they are going to run. Juke move. That's going to be a first down, and to the 29-yard line. Dropping back to throw it. Needing a touchdown here. Take the lead middle. That's going to be caught first down, and to the 47-yard line. 3rd down and 5. He's going to go outside. That's going to be caught for the first down. Moving the chains once more. Play action. Picks up the block, and now he's going to take a shot deep. Intercepted. Duke has it back, and with the lead, and now the football. They are in firm control of this one. 2nd and 7. They hand it off. That's straight up the middle. First down, and to the 44. Now check it to 3rd and 5 at the 2-minute warning. Outside, that's going to be caught. They give him the first down, and Duke, to try to seal it, has got it. Okay, so Duke takes care of business and wins the conference championship and takes out the #1 team. And how about Charlotte actually did sneak in? They're taking on North Carolina. We also have Davidson against Kansas State. And how about a little national championship rematch from a couple of years back? Davidson took care of Kansas State pretty comfortably. I think it was 41-10. It was a while ago, but 41-10. And they are now in a playoff game where Kansas State's looking for a bit of revenge. They're 9-4, but they are at the 9 spot. Davidson 10-2 at the 8 spot, and they have a 7-point deficit. But Davidson at the 15-yard line, handoff. He's gonna get stopped in the backfield. 3rd down and 13 with 4 minutes to play. Play action. Everybody got in. Sack, and now 4th and 19. Field goal is good. And that's going to put them down by 4, so they need to stop on defense. But Kansas State is really determined for a little bit of revenge here. 2nd down and 5, play action. He's going to throw a middle, diving miss, and that's going to be caught. Now with the 2-minute warning just about. There we are there now. 2nd down and 10, run again. He's caught it to 3rd and inches. Probably would have rathered him get the first down, because now the game is over. And Kansas State, I mean, it's not going to be a national championship, but he'll at least get a little bit of revenge on your side. Now let's go over to Charlotte and North Carolina. I mean, Charlotte kind of snuck in here. North Carolina, meanwhile, it seems like every time we hop in, Charlotte just doesn't know how to function. So I think this might be a little bit of the same old for Charlotte. It's been 14 years and they haven't been able to figure out their issues. So it's 7 minutes to go. I mean, let's see what disaster's waiting to happen for Charlotte. They're lucky to even be here, but now North Carolina, big play, and they are now up by 3 with the football, midfield, stopped in the backfield, so Charlotte with 6 minutes to play, second down and 14. He's going to be looking to throw. Now he's got a deep ball. That's caught! What a grab! Second and 8, sack, needing to hold him to a field goal, 3rd and 15. He's got time, he's got to run it, and he's not going to get there, so Charlotte holds to a field goal, keeps it a 1-score game. Kick is good. So Charlotte, what do you got for us? You got to overcome your just nightmarish performances. How about 2 broken tackles and a pass to the 30-yard line, 3rd down and 4. 3 minutes to play, rolling. He's throwing on the run. That's caught. What a play. And he makes a man miss. And he's getting to the 34-yard line. That was a really good play from wide receiver and quarterback. Now 2nd down and 2. And it off for the 1st down. And now at the 2-minute warning, we're going to get one more play before. 1st and 10. He's throwing. It's caught. Down to the 5. And inside the 5 to the 4. It's going to be 1st and goal. Touchdown. He was wide open. But we know what Charlotte, they are not a team that does a good job when the pressure is on. One play, touchdown, and UNC immediately back on top. 2-point conversion for the 7-point lead. It's caught, but he's met, stopped short. And I guess Charlotte's got another opportunity at this one. Pass outside is caught, and he turns it upfield to a timeout used on a 1st down. 2nd down and 2, 41-yard line. He's going to throw on the run. Deep ball. That's going to be broken up. He added it in his hands twice, but now 3rd down and 2. Under a minute to play. Middle. Caught on the run. He's going to get the 1st down and a lot more. They need the end zone, though. 40 seconds to play. Another pass. Caught inside the 20. Can Charlotte finally do it? Touchdown! Charlotte is on top. Can they finally hold on? 2-point conversion. It's caught. He hung on. North Carolina's 26 seconds to go, but anything can happen here as he's going to catch it underneath. Timeout used. 3rd down and 3. 20 seconds to play. Middle. That's caught, and he's got a big play. They're close to field goal range. They're going to try it. 56 yards. It's good. And we're going to overtime. Charlotte, I can't with you guys. Please stop choking. It's going to be caught at the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Stopped in the backfield for a loss. 3rd down and 12. And that's going to be almost picked off. That should have been picked off. And Charlotte is not going to be what costs you here because you're going to give them a field goal. It is good. It's going to be up to you to win this game. You got to do something here, and you're getting sacked. You got to do something. 2nd and 17. Quarterback is running right, throwing back left, deep ball, end zone, touchdown! Charlotte just won the game on a walk-off touchdown in overtime. Am I believing what I'm saying? Charlotte just made a clutch play and won a big game. Okay, it took them 14 years. But they are finally moving on as it's going to be Duke getting a scoop and score touchdown allowed against them. Kansas State, wow, that was a hot start as Duke, #1 team in the nation, taking on Kansas State, who already beat one of our schools. Can they go for 2 as 4th down and 10? Duke, I mean, they were up by 10, but all of a sudden now it's only a 3-point lead, and Kansas State has the football in good field position. 3rd down and 11. That ball's knocked away, so Kansas State going to have to pump the football back, but 1st and 10. That's just going to get blown up. 2nd down and 14. 4 minutes to play. Play action. He gets hit as he's throwing. That's going to be a short play, but he turns it into a 1st down. And that's going to be at the 28-yard line. Rolling. He's going to get sacked. 4th down, so Kansas State has the football back. Another opportunity with the football in their possession. That's a broken tackle and a 1st down. So under 3 to go, 2nd and inches. Play action. They got the blocking. He's going to throw it outside. That's going to be a flag. And I think that might be roughing the passer. It will be. So, Duke, that's a costly one. Not only do they get the 1st down, they get it all the way down to about the 10-yard line. They're at the 8. 3rd down and 4. Caught. Down to the 1-yard line. 2-minute warning. And it's a touchdown. Kansas State has completed a little 10-point comeback here in the 4th quarter, and Duke has just under 2 minutes to play. And they had immediately a massive 20-plus yard play to start the drive. 3rd down and 10 now. Minute 18 on the run. That's intercepted! And that is going to probably do it. And Duke one play to try to stop them here, and they're not going to get it. Duke, you had a 10-point lead. I mean, they pulled a Charlotte right there. They choked it away. But I can't even say they pulled a Charlotte. Look at Charlotte. They're leading against Ohio State, and in the first play, we watched Charlotte. Touchdown. What is going on right now? Charlotte is winning in the fourth quarter by 2 scores against Ohio State. This is crazy right now. I've seen this team be on the brink of success so many times only to choke it away. Are we setting up for a big choke here? Because this doesn't feel right. Charlotte has the ball up by 2 scores with 5.5 to play. Is it really as straightforward as them winning this? I don't know. I don't feel like I can trust them. 2nd and 10, 4.5 to go. Middle, caught, first down. And they're inside enemy territory, inside field goal range. They can make this a 3-score game. They get a broken tackle, first down. Clock is running down to 4 minutes. And they're going to throw for the end zone. It's caught, touchdown. Ohio State loses by 3 scores. Charlotte's going to the semifinals. All right, Charlotte versus BYU in the semifinals. Charlotte is, like I said, been on the brink of success so many times, only to choke it away. And now it's the furthest they've ever made it. They're getting sacked on an RPO. And they're down by 4, now threatening to potentially settle for a field goal. He's throwing it for the first down marker, diving grab! And these are the plays this team has not made for 14 years, but they're making them right now! Caught down to the 1, and with 5 to play, first and goal from the 1. Enzo wide open, touchdown! Charlotte on top, 3rd and 2 for BYU. They get the first down. Now 4 to play. As BYU rolling, he's running, he's getting sacked! And that's going to be a backed up 3rd down at 13, throwing the ball middle in between 2 defenders, and he got it. BYU with a big play. And now with 2.5 to go, they get a check down but lose a yard. 4th and 8, they're going for it. And BYU's got it right at the marker. They give it to him, 1.5 to play. Middle caught, and BYU trying to shut the door on the Cinderella Charlotte run. As it's going to be 2nd to go from the 8. Touchdown, BYU. Is it another one too many big-time situations to overcome for Charlotte? Are they going to do a deep ball over the head of the receiver? 40 seconds to play, 2nd and 10. As he's looking, he's got time, but he's going to run it. He's going to slide down, 3rd down and 8. He's going to be looking. He's going to be loading up, throwing it deep again. He didn't get it last time, but now this time it's incomplete. It's 4th down and 8, 17 seconds to go. He's going to throw it deep again. He's got it. Charlotte, he is gone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Are you kidding me? BYU with the Hail Mary. It is knocked away. Charlotte is going to a national championship. What am I witnessing right now? I don't even understand. It was just 13 years of pain and misery, and in year 14, Charlotte is putting together a special run, playing amazing football. Touchdown. What am I watching? That's an amazing play. Now for the 7-point lead against West Virginia. He's not going to get there. He's stopped right at the goal line. And now West Virginia down by 5. They have the football, though. 8 minutes to play. It's going to be a read option. He's going to get the first down. And West Virginia keeps the drive alive. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. 2 guys go down. And now 3rd and 15. And West Virginia loading to throw it outside. That's caught, but it's going to be shy of the marker. And Charlotte has the football back. Will this be one of the most improbable national championships in the channel's history, I feel like? I don't think anyone could have seen this coming. As Charlotte outside, it's going to be stopped shy, 3rd down and 3. This team, the perennial chokers, is having a chance to do it. And the field goal is going to be good. It's still a 1-score game, though. Do they have it in them to shut the door on this one? 4.5 to play. Or will it be one more choke for Charlotte? As now they get the first down. 3rd down and 6. They go to draw play. West Virginia has it. First down to the 49-yard line. Now 2nd down and 6 outside. That's caught. And he's going to turn upfield. First down again. 3 minutes to play. As 1st down and 10. He's looking, he's throwing, middle caught, and he makes a man miss it. He's got it to the 23-yard line. under 3 to play now. Deep drop. He's going to be throwing for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! West Virginia for the tie. He's got it! Charlotte has got the football in a tie game now, as it's up to them to make one more clutch play. I feel like they've been saving all their luck for this, all their bad luck for 13 years, all their bad luck, all their bad misses, their clutch misses is going to be leading to this. 3rd down and 1. He's got the first down with a minute to go. 3rd down and 8. He's looking. He's throwing outside. Caught! And now they're close to field goal range. He's got the first down handoff on 3rd down, another conversion. How about another handoff? And he's going to get them down. 2nd and 7. Timeouts are being used. West Virginia's out of them. I can't believe what I'm watching. 40 seconds to go. They can run the clock down. First down. And they're going to take it to the final play. Field goal for the national title. It's good! And Charlotte has just won the national championship from 11th seed, 13-year failures to national champions. And that is one of the most improbable runs of the national title I have ever seen. From choke after choke, they won the national championship before they won a conference championship. I don't believe it, as they are going to put themselves in the conversation to be the top of the class here. With 1 year to go, we now have ourselves a really interesting conversation that will need to be had. As I cannot believe that was one of the craziest years in any of these videos. Like, we have some improbable national title runs, we have some random winners, but that one, I mean, they almost didn't even make the playoffs. They were literally the 11 seed. They just were so close to not even making it, and they slide in as a 9-win underdog team, take out everybody and win by being clutch too. That's crazy. And now Charlotte, I guess they got some confidence in them, but this is the final year. Is it too little too late for them to take out Davidson? Well, maybe you could get a conference championship on the board, because Charlotte is yet to win a conference championship. They have not won one in 14 years. But they have their opportunity now against Davidson. These two teams, I think if you're picking a winner, it might be between these two. Is this game going to determine who is the winner? I mean, if Charlotte wins this, could they knock Davidson out the playoffs in the final year and leave it all to them to try to win it all? Charlotte gets sacked. As now we got 1st and 10 for Davidson, down by 3. Play action, rolling out, throwing on the run. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down, turning upfield to the 49-yard line. Close to field goal range to tie it up, as they're going to go middle, and there you go. That might be field goal range, as that's going to be to the 28-yard line after a 9-yard gain. Broken tackle on the screen. Stiff arm inside the 10, and they are down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's going to set up the screen. Got to the running back. He turns it upfield. Touchdown. Davidson with the lead. Was Charlotte's 1 year just simply that, a 1-year wonder, a 1-year bit of magic, or are they going to revert back to their old selves and choke away another conference championship victory? They throw outside. They're going to get it for the first down, go out of bounds with under 2 minutes to play. And now 2nd down and 3. Middle, caught. And he's got to get enemy territory. This team acting a little different. I don't know, maybe something's different here at Charlotte, as they got the run inside the 20, inside the 10, and he slides down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's running. He's got the touchdown. Charlotte is so close to finally winning the conference championship. Davidson outside. They are not trying to lose it here in the final year. And I'm not just talking about the conference championship. I will lose the whole video, as Davidson is going to have the first down. 25 seconds to play, as they are out of timeouts. And they got a big play over the middle. That's going to be caught. Hurrying back. They got 4 seconds. It's a Hail Mary for the win. And they're the conference. Up in the air. It's incomplete. And Charlotte, they won the conference. And in year 15, finally on the board, #1 seed. And they knocked out Davidson from the playoffs. The 11th seed. And they didn't get in. Duke does get in. They sneak their way in. They actually dominate Clemson in the first round, and it leads to a Charlotte versus Duke playoff matchup, and Charlotte trying to keep on this momentum. I mean, how crazy would it be if they repeat? I don't even know what would happen at this point. Like, it would be the craziest repeat champions I have ever seen. 34-30. Duke is getting sacked, and now Charlotte backs them up. They have the football, they have the lead, and they got the RPO for a first down. It's on the 40-yard line. 6 minutes to play. Charlotte middle. That's going to be caught again. And they are in field goal range. They can go up by 7. Second down and 4. 5 minutes to play. Middle caught. Inside the 5. Down to the 2. Second and goal. Handoff. He's got the 2-score lead. Year 15 isn't supposed to be this intense. It isn't supposed to be this crazy. It usually never is. You know, usually we have a good idea of who's the winner, or we have an idea of what happens. So year 15 is a little lackluster, but year 15 is intense because Charlotte is making the latest search for a crown I have ever seen as they get the stop. Duke, it's 4th down and 5 for the game. Basically, it's incomplete. Charlotte can win it with another first down or 2 as they are not going to get it. 3rd down turns 4th down, so Duke has a very small opportunity, but a sack there is going to really hurt them. 1.5 minutes to play. Duke needing some sort of miracle here. They're throwing it deep. That's going to be wide open, and nobody was near him. But don't panic yet. Onside kick can end this one. 2-point conversion, though, for Duke. That's going to be stopped. As long as you just recover the onside kick, you should be okay. And they are going to do just that. Get down. And Charlotte is moving on to the next round. Semifinals. And this is unbelievable. They're taking on Oklahoma. Oklahoma is up by 4 with the football. 7 minutes to play in enemy territory. They are going to get tackled for a loss of 2. Now 3rd down and 12 as he's going to be looking, throwing. He's going to get sacked. Charlotte's going to get the football back, and they are going to have it at the 35. 2nd down and 4, throwing it. Deep ball, caught, he hung on. And now you are in enemy territory, but you get upended. And that's going to be a loss. 2nd down and 12. He's got it, though. And you get the yards back. You get the first down, and you're back on schedule, back in good situations. The little tunnel screen there. First down is going to be almost achieved. 2nd down in inches as they go quick RPO pass. That's going to be caught for the first down. Gets spun around, but gets to the 14-yard line. Now at the 6-yard line. A little wildcat action. He's going to get the first down and the touchdown. Charlotte has the lead with 3 to go. Are they going to go to another national championship? 4th down for Oklahoma. They put it away. Charlotte is so close. They get driven down. 3rd down and 20. 2-minute warning. I don't think you're getting the first down here on 3rd and 20, but they made a good run at it as Oklahoma's going to get the football back with just over a minute to play. And if Charlotte gets the stop here, they're going to go to a back-to-back national championship. But Charlotte, they need to get the job done. One more time to get to a national championship again. 50 seconds to play. 47-yard line. Throwing it deep middle. Caught. Splits the defenders. And it's a touchdown. Oklahoma has stunned Charlotte. And I don't know if this team has more magic in them. He gets sacked. 2nd and 60, 30 seconds to play. Stepping up, he's running it. He's got room. He's got the first down. He's got more. He's got over 20 yards, and now with 29 seconds to play, he's going to have a big play over the middle. Caught for 15 more. 18 seconds to play. Out of timeout. Throwing a pass outside, out of bounds. 4th down and 4. This is your game right here. 14 seconds to play. He's got it, and come on. Get back to the line. 9 seconds to go. 9 seconds, and to get to the national championship, you got to spike the ball. They're not going to spike it. They're going to go for it. He's going to get it down to this final play. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Knocked away. You have 1 second to go. And now throwing. He's going to have the final play of the game. He's going to look. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to get stopped. And it is going to be game. And that is going to do it. Charlotte, so close to making a 2nd straight national championship in one of the wildest final 2-year runs that I have seen. That is insane. But we have come to the end, and now the results get a lot more interesting. So, as per usual, we show you everything that goes down here. Show you guys the final bits of draft picks that these teams were able to have in the final recruiting class. I've tallied all the results up for you guys, and also you can, let me know how you felt about the 2-hour-long version of this, where it's the extended cut, more action, more info, more everything, and obviously for a longer video like this, it obviously takes a little bit longer time. So if you can show support on it, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, then I would much appreciate that to get more videos out here like this, because 2 hours, you can imagine, double the length, double the time it takes. But let's get into all the stats and the info. I split them up into 5 tiers. So starting with tier 5, we have the under 70 wins club. And at the very bottom, we had a team in Gardner-Webb that went a whopping 0-12 one season, an average recruiting class of 117, with 1 player selected in the draft, a whopping 0 All-Americans. But Elon over there, 0-5 in bowl games. A&T went 0-3 in bowl games. At least Gardner-Webb got 2 bowl games on the board. But this was the under 70 wins club, and you can kind of imagine that these teams didn't really do a whole lot. And, you know, there's always teams like that when you import, you know, I think it was, 7 FCS schools into the FBS. There's going to be some schools that just perennially stay at the bottom because they started low and they never got better. They just started low and they stayed low. On to tier number 4. These schools were bad, just not as bad. They were in the 70 to 80 win range. None of them made a conference championship. All of them won 2 bowl games on the dot. All-Americans 0 to 2, draft picks 3 to 6, and recruiting classes, you know, 85th to 95th. They were all practically the same. I mean, they all finished around the same ranges of, you know, results and everything. Close amount of wins, recruiting classes. Interestingly enough, 9 bowl appearances there, but only 2 victories. And, you know, despite the amount of bowl victories, some made 4, some made 9. They all won 2. They all did the same thing. So, you know, it's really interesting that we imported 7 FCS schools. 6 of them didn't do all that great, but 1 of them was amazing. And that just happens sometimes. I mean, there's been videos that we've done where we import a couple of FCS schools and, you know, they reside at the top. There's like a couple of them that shine through and fight for the victory. And we've had other states. I won't spoil any of them if you want to go back and watch them because you haven't seen them. But there's some times where it happens where all of them shoot up. There's sometimes where all of them stink. There's sometimes where it's somewhere in between. This one happened to be where 6 of them didn't really do much, but 1 of them was incredible. On to tier 3. These were 2 teams that had flashes, had little moments, but didn't end up sustaining anything. So Appalachian State and NC State both had about identical records. Both of them had a single playoff appearance, a single conference championship, and were overall pretty good. And I think it's really impressive that this was 14 schools. We had 6 that were not good, but 8 of them, 8 of 14 made a playoff appearance and were in the conference championship hunt and were able to do stuff. That majority of the schools in this video actually were competent, actually did stuff, which is pretty impressive. I mean, I don't know what the highest ratio is, because if you go with like overall numbers, like the Texas video when there was like 20 something schools probably had more teams make the playoffs, but in terms of, you know, over 50% of the schools making a playoff appearance and winning a conference championship and everything, I think this was the most impressive state in terms of depth. So to be tier 3, to these to be the, what would be 7th and 8th best schools in this video, this is a very strong number 7 and number 8, especially since well over 500, had a conference championship, playoff appearance, winning records in the bowl games, had middle of the pack recruiting classes. Like, this is a really strong mid-tier. Which brings us to tier 2, and these are the conference title contenders. It's Wake Forest, ECU, and Duke. These schools range from 114 to 137 in the win-loss department. ECU sneakily had like a lot of wins. 137 is pretty good, and I don't know if you would have predicted that with how the video had gone. I feel like they've really flew under the radar, but conference championships, 1 or 2, had a couple of appearances. All these teams made 2 or 3 playoff appearances. None of them were able to get to a national title, but all of them strong win-loss records, had some nice recruiting classes. Duke was really weird. I mean, they had a couple of like insane recruiting class years, and then there were some years where they just stunk. Like, they only made 7 bowl games and then 3 playoff appearances, but those years where they didn't make like playoff or bowl games, they were awful. It wasn't like they were 6-6 and just missed the cut. Like, they were like 3-9, 4-8. Like, they stunk. But then they'd come off, rip a crazy recruiting class off, go 11-1 and make the playoffs. So really weird team. And then ECU had that one really big year, one really weird year that they were just so good and were probably good. And then Wake Forest, I mean, they started pretty decently in the first half and then kind of fell off slowly, and they kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit, but still were a pretty nice team and were conference title contenders, as the tier would indicate. And then we get to tier number 1, and if you would have asked me, I guess right after year 13, that, like, what do you think tier 1's gonna look like, I wouldn't have said this, but Charlotte somehow, some way, did some crazy things at the end of this one. But North Carolina's the only one here without a national championship, but I still felt like they deserved to be here. They had the most overall victories, had tied for the most conference championships. They were consistently really good, and they had the most draft success, most All-Americans. They were just consistently really good. They were just 8-12 wins every single season. And I don't even know what you do with Charlotte because, I mean, totality, they still finished with a lot of wins, and they ended up with the most bowl victories overall, which is crazy because when they didn't make the playoffs, they took care of business in bowl games, but a 1-4 conference championship record, some nice recruiting results, some nice draft results, but you compare their draft results to the other two schools, it's not there. They had the least amount of All-Americans compared to the other schools. They obviously didn't have the conference championship success compared to the other schools. But then they got a national championship. And then you compare them to Davidson, who does have a national championship, least amount of wins of these three schools. Most recruiting success, more conference championships than Charlotte, but weirdly enough, when they didn't make the playoffs, they stunk it up in bowl games. 1-6. I don't really, that's just weird, but they did have the highest average recruiting class, more draft picks than Charlotte. Like, I don't even know who you give the crown to here. I think Charlotte was the funnest team, the coolest team, and that story at the end was great. I think Davidson may have been the best team, and they peaked the highest, but, I mean, it's not always about the talent of the roster that you get. That's only part of it. I don't actually know who do you give it to the consistent school in North Carolina who's just good the whole way through? Do you give it to the fun story, or do you give it to the school that was at their best, the best school? So you guys can let me know who you think won North Carolina, and I think this one was one of the more fun ones that we have done, so you guys can let me know. I've done so many areas, so many states, so many groupings of states, and there are some states that you guys have recommended that, like, there weren't enough teams in the state for a video, so, you know, there needs to be at least, like, 8 to 10 teams in a state for me to do an individual video on them. And, you know, if you have a state that you want me to do that I haven't done yet, you guys can let me know. If there's a grouping of states that you want me to do, you can let me know. I really hope you guys all enjoyed this one, and let me know what you thought of the extended cut and the longer version of this one being 2 hours. So you guys can let me know what you all thought. Like, comment, and subscribe, as I hope you all really enjoyed. And I will see you guys all in the next one.